Yeah. And it cracked off. Yeah. So the feeling might have came out. I hope not. Oh, for real. I'll check it. I love you. What's up, everybody? Hello, not to tomorrow. Lena, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful Wednesday evening. I was live earlier and I did the restart, guys, so hopefully we got better luck. This time is Gloria. Hello, how are you doing? I'm trying to get, guys, please don't think I'm ignoring y'all. I'm just trying to get my backup account here so I can actually see y'all's comments. Uh, because if I'm bringing something, uh, if I'm bringing up another, I just can't get over that horse shit. There's some weird. Hola, how's everybody doing? Let me go ahead and repost my owns. I'm going to copy the link. Hit that arrow, guys, at the bottom right corner. Repost it. Copy the link. You can copy the link so many times, and that's good, Lena. I love to hear when that you guys are saying y'all are doing good. For real. I do. I don't like bad news. I like to see that everybody's doing well. I don't know. That's my choice of D-Rug. Helping others. It makes me happy. I don't know. It gives me, I guess, a hit of dopamine. I don't know. I just get really happy when other people are happy. Oh my God. And then there's a dang fly off bugging the shit out of me like they always do. So let me get my backup up here and let's see. Let's wait on some El Trompo supporters. Chavo, thank you for coming back, my friend. Chavo Junior, is Chavo Junior your junior? I'm just wondering because I see Chavo Junior, and that's cute. That's cute. Hey, Skyplin, how you doing? That's freaking cute, Chavo. I love it. Tell Chavo Junior, thank you so much for coming and supporting me. I appreciate it. When I saw Chavo Junior, I said, "That Chavo's? Is that Chavo's baby?" Yep. That's cute though. I like that. I like the Chavo Junior. Get it. Get it. I love it. So everybody, let's start double tapping the screen, sharing the live, all that good stuff. That way we can get out to the FY. Well, we're on the FYP right now, and I just want to stay there. I know it's going to take a lot of work, guys. To get to where I want to get to, but patience is key. And I'm a pretty patient person, so you know, it took a long time to even get where I'm at right now, and I love it. This is what I'm passionate about. Hello, Marco. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. Can you believe that already? Half of the week. Jeez Louise. Not only that, but half of the year already. We're like, what? Almost about a week and a half away from August. What? When did this happen? And tell me why during this little bit of time that we had. Hey, Indigenous Chicana, how are you doing? Oh, let me do something real quick, guys. Oh, I'm already on Do Not Disturb. Um, I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Marco. I woke up today with a pulse, so I'm grateful. That's how I see it. I am grateful for that. My kids just came in right when I ended, guys. My kids came through because my husband forgot something. He had to drive all the way back over here, and so he brought them with him. Everybody coming on through. If you're new here, hello, I'm Riot. I represent Riot Radio. I'm also the founder because silence is not an option. If we are silent, then we are compliant, and that's not what I'm gonna do. I will never stop speaking out facts, truth. Um, Also, it's important that we be informed and stay informed and not go misinforming. The more informed we are, the harder it is to be manipulated. And that's just a fact. The fact that a lot of these Trump supporters don't even fact check El Trompo himself is mind boggling to me. I don't care if it's El Trompo. I don't care who the flying schnizzle it is. Thank you, Travel, for the rosas. I appreciate you for your support so much. I'm also waiting for Lavos hopefully to come soon. I know Lavos is recovering.
Nigger, 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 nigger,
That
nigger,
doesn't work
nigger, nigger.
anymore. Did you know that? That shit don't
No
work
shit,
anymore. That shit
dickhead.
don't work
Nigger, nigger,
anymore.
nigger, nigger,
That
nigger,
shit
nigger.
don't work anymore on TikTok. Like, nope. If you're trying to bring it on my live, this shit don't work. But I'm not gonna have you up here like spewing these slurs when I have people in the chat. Um, But yeah, y'all want to be trolls. Y'all need to find something different because that shit don't work anymore. Um, it seems as though TT is also has been desensitized, and that's another thing, guys. Speaking of desensitizing, oh, I know you did it, Marco. Yeah, likewise, my friend. Let me tell you, we cannot allow ourselves to be desensitized to what's going on. There are still unlawful detainments done by ICE agents. There is still a lot. As a matter of fact, tell me, oh, this is how badly trained they are. Um, an ICE agent did not cuff a detainee correctly, and that dude ran and left with one handcuff on. Go figure that shit. I fought then. I'll fight now. I'm older, but uh, it angers me that we're losing what we fought. Not to tomorrow. I absolutely 100% agree with you because it took us so long to even get to where we are now. Uh, the civil civil act, the women's women's rights to vote, um, you know, LGBTQIA plus communities being able to get married. Thank you, Grumpy. How you doing? All of this that we were able to work so hard for because it is our right to have it all wiped away. Um, and I'm not saying I'm a young buck, but to the older folks that were there, when, all of this was going on and who were in the fight then, I can only imagine how upset you are now that you see this orange phobe and his cronies and all of the people that support him just shatter everything to pieces that you worked so hard. Oh, you updated I see it, Grumpy. Ha ha, get it, my friend. America. Oh, Miss Gloria, 100% facts. I was given in marriage at 14 and had to have my husband's permission for everything. Hell no. Hell yeah, I feel you on that. Not tomorrow. Hell no. I'm not going to be domesticated by anybody. You got me messed up. Jack, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I just want to say have a good day. I really hate Trump. He's an idiot.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining, and I appreciate you in the live. I am looking for opposition at this time. Please don't think that I'm ignoring you guys. I really am not. I'm just trying to get my groove back. So, and since like we have a new setup, also, I should be live on the tube. On YTube, I should be. Let me make sure. Duh, I didn't. Yes, I am live on the tube. I do have a phone number on the top. So whoever chimes into the tube, which I'm gonna be working on, guys, on the tube because let's see here. I gotta start getting action and the white tubing, and I need to put some attention to that. Let's see here. I've been domesticated. I've been married 33 years. Grumpy, you're funny. Hey, listen, you got me beat by 3 years. Listen, I will tell you that my husband's, his family, his side of the family, like they like domesticate their women. And I told my husband, I was like, I know damn good, damn well for sure, you don't think that's gonna happen, right? Like, I'm not gonna do that, right? You know that? He started laughing. Um, you do have a I have two grandbabies, Grumpy. Get it? Okay, let's debate, Tutor. If you're willing to have a civil debate or conversation, whichever is first. Hold on, guys. Yes, you need. Please do. Sometimes you can hear my grandkids in the background.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you, and what state are you chiming in from?
I'm 18, Florida, born August 2007. Yeah, turning 19.
Okay, so you support Trump. Trump. I see you, Grumpy. I'm not ignoring you, my friend.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why?
Well, first of all, I think that it's great that we're waging a war in Iran right now. Absolutely phenomenal. And you might say, well, the economy is doing. Wait, can I swear?
Yeah, it's 18 and over.
Alright. Alright. The economy is like shit. And bro, trust me, the price the economy is paying right now is way better than the price the world could have paid in the next 50 years, because after all, Iran was in the process of making a nuclear weapon, okay? And there's actually a very interesting quote in a movie, right? I fear a country that seeks to develop one nuclear weapon more than a country that has 100 nuclear weapons. And now you might say, well, I think it's very bad because we're helping Israel, and Israel is very bad, the Zionists are bad. Well, let me just say right now, I support Palestinian independence while I support the Israel war against Hamas, not against Palestine, against Hamas. And I think that, wait, can you tell me one of the three slogans that are being shouted in the Iranian parliament right now?
Where they want to take El Trompo's life?
That's one of them, but the biggest concern for us Americans is actually death to America. Okay, and then how are you like not willing to fight? I think that's on its own, that's a justification of war. But how are you not willing to fight a country that's saying death to your country? Not only that, they are supporting terrorists. Al Qaeda, Hezbollah, Hamas. They're all supporting them. They have direct ties within the Defense League. Do you know what the Defense League is?
The Defense League, yes, I know what you're talking about.
All right. So why don't you tell me who Israel is currently fighting? There's two major terrorists. They're fighting them directly. They're waging like on two fronts.
You're talking about is not real?
Huh? I said Israel. Yeah.
Yeah. How many countries are they fighting?
Yeah. Who? No. How many terrorist groups? Two of the terrorist groups that they're fighting.
Okay. Let's see here. And wait, hold on. Why are they fighting these terrorist groups?
Well, it's actually all right. So, being obviously that you're very educated and like you're debating stuff, people on TikTok, you must know that the Islamists are the one who started the war. Because wait, why don't you tell me about the October 7 massacres in Gaza, which actually kickstarted the Israel-Palestinian war or Israel-Hamas war, because it was ultimately made by Hamas.
Okay, so let's go.
Do you know how many people were killed? Civilians.
Hold on. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I just don't think it's any of the United States' business.
It is, because Israel is an economic and political
that our military brothers and sisters should go fight another goddamn war for a ridiculous Republican wannabe Republican president when we already went through 20 plus years of hell.
Wait, what? So you're telling me that you are not willing? Okay, so what's the main reason?
I do not agree with this conflict in this
Why am I getting
war
muted?
because you keep talking over me, bro. Chill out. Just relax. Calm down. You don't have to talk so fast. Chill. Okay. First of all, no, I do not agree. We should not be uh, fighting side by side with Israel, for Israel, with Iran. Second of all, the fact that you think that El Trompo is fighting this or trying to, having this conflict with Iran because he actually cares about nuclear weapons is funny. You are duped to believe that.
Can I talk?
Go ahead. I mean, there's
Can I talk
really
now?
not much you can say. What
Right.
I'm saying,
So
I'm gonna prove you
truly,
wrong.
no, I think there's plenty I can say. Look, I think truly the war in Iran was made especially so that Iran doesn't end up using nuclear missiles on Israel. Do you know how many countries they can target key NATO allies with their missiles? They can go as far as France, and we all know that if Western Europe falls,
That's
the
not
whole
why
NATO alliance
Trump
falls.
went into
Right?
Iran. It had nothing to do with nuclear weapons being
Why, why,
shot
why,
to
why
Israel.
are we waging war in Iran?
It was really because
Why are we waging war in Iran?
okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell you the real reason: money and oil. First of all, which is why the orange foe El Trompo is so mad right now because Iran pushed back and closed the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, if nuclear weapons was a big deal to Trump, why did he leave that to the end when he was quote unquote trying to make negotiations with the MOUs before this ceasefire ended? His number
Wait, can I
one
can I
thing
can you
was
just tell me
no,
the
no, listen. When El Trompo was talking about no, Falcor. Sorry, it's my dog. When El Trompo wanted to start these negotiations, one, it was to open the Strait of Hormuz. Two, it was to lift sanctions. Three, it was to give them their assets that were frozen right back to them. Then the nuclear part, he left it towards the end and said, we're going to give them a 60-day extension so we can continue to discuss the nuclear part of it all. So if the nuclear weapon was his number one big deal, why wasn't that the number one thing on the list? Now you can answer.
All right. My internet cut off. What was the question?
Were you not listening to what I said? Okay, now I'm gonna have to repeat myself, and this is the last
No,
time.
I genuinely my internet cut off.
Okay,
Genuinely.
listen.
All right.
When Trump was going to make a deal or negotiate with Iran, the first thing on the list of negotiations was to open the Strait of Hormuz. Okay.
All right.
Second
Wait.
one, the second reason was to lift sanctions. The third reason was to unfreeze their assets and give them back their monies. The fourth reason was the nuclear weapons situation, which he left to the end. And he even said, I'm going to extend it 60 days for further discussion on negotiations with the nuclear weapon and program that they have.
You,
If the
you know
nuclear
why? Because
program and weapon was his number one reason for going and doing what he did in Iran, then that should be his number one negotiation with Iran, not his last one.
all right. So the whole point of the war was to actually prolong the nuclear weapon developing timeline. Okay, so that they don't develop the nuclear weapons. That's why they left it last, so that they talk about it last, so that they can ultimately buy time. Because this is just Iran sooner or later will develop nuclear weapons, and now the U.S. is just
What is
trying
your
to stall
proof?
for
What
time
is your
until
proof
further European.
that they were building
Jesus.
nuclear weapons? What's your proof? You need to provide me proof.
It's they literally
Provide
the
me
Iranian
proof. I
government
don't
literally
trust
said,
you. I don't want to trust you. I want a
search it up,
source.
search it up.
No,
You know, there's actually like
you
a
search it
saying.
up
My
and then you
Jesus,
provide
all
me
right,
the
all right.
source. That's not how it
I'm
works.
actually on my phone. I'm actually on my phone,
Okay, you can
bro.
listen.
They said it in
You can
the
swipe
parliament.
out of your phone.
The
You can swipe out of your phone. You can go to Chrome. It won't drop you. It'll just teacup you. You can go to your Chrome and you can go
let me
look it
see.
up that way. But just
You
know
know, funny thing, my parents are actually my parents are actually Romanian. We have a saying, and it's like, prostul nu-i prost destul dacă nu e și futul, you know? And I think you fit that description perfectly. Okay, the
Well, say
Iranian
that shit in
government.
English. Because I could
All
say,
right,
you know what,
so the
¿sabes qué? Que eres un pendejo. Eres un pendejo
yo,
baboso.
chill, don't call me a pendejo,
Así lo
mami.
dice.
Don't call me a
No,
pendejo.
eres un
No,
pendejo
no, mamacita,
baboso.
please, tacos,
Ok,
no,
por
please, mami.
favor.
No.
Ok, no eres una chingada cosa. Nomás es un... You're a little baby boy. No sabes nada. No sabes
Un poco
nada.
English, por favor.
Nomás estás acá arriba. Nomás hablar por hablar. No sabes una
Arriba.
chingada cosa. Hay un dicho en español. Hay un dicho en México también. ¿Ok? Tenemos muchos
Mexico.
dichos. ¿Ok? Tenemos
I like
muchos
Mexican
dichos.
baddies. I actually like.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. So give me the source.
Can I talk? All right.
Give me the source to back up your stupid claim. Everybody double tap the screen, share the live. We're at 6.2K likes. Let's go, guys. Let's push this. Let's go, so we can stay on the FYP and we can get more people to debate me. Actual like adults, not like this little boy and his little friends in the background laughing. He's probably not even in the US. Thank God for President Donald Trump. Thank God. I still see you're here obsessed, Dems. I don't I don't associate with meth heads, okay? Just letting you know if you're
Wait, was I muted while I said that? Was I muted while I said that?
Yeah, you can't we can't hear you when you swipe out.
Can I read it again?
You're gonna have to get a pen and paper, write it down, and then say it to me.
Can you hear me?
I agree, Papa.
All right. Basically, okay. Let me, because I have a good memory. Okay. Okay. So the Ahmad plan, right? That's the stem. Okay. So it developed the Ahmad plan in the early 2000s with the help from China and Pakistan. Okay. Then right now, as we speak, Iran has reached up to 60% pure uranium enrichment, which they are using to develop nuclear missiles, which ultimately they will use in Israel.
False.
Yes.
False
No.
because Trump
Okay. You search up
obliterated
that it's false.
Trump obliterated that. Remember?
Oh,
He obliterated it.
So we did have nuclear bombs at the start. Wow, bro, the hypocrisy is crazy.
And provide me a source that actual nuclear weapons were being created.
You literally just said that they didn't have nuclear.
You're saying that they were creating them.
You're a hypocrite.
Provide me. No, you are.
The full
You're the one that said. You're the one that's saying. You're the one that's saying up here, pendejito. You're up here saying that they are at 60% enrichment uranium when they're not. After El Trompo is the one who said that it was obliterated.
So they were enriching uranium.
It was at 60%.
Oh my days, don't mute me if you want me to talk. Sorry.
It's 60%. You have to be at 90% or above to create a nuclear weapon. I don't know.
Okay.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm a conservative though. I voted for Trump.
How old are you? What state are you?
26. 26 PA, and why would they have underground bunkers for hundreds of feet in order to produce this uranium that's only used for nuclear reactors for power? Why would they do all of that to hide all of the procurement of it and the processing of it hundreds of feet underground?
So you're saying that there was bunkers hundreds of feet underground?
Yeah, that's where they were processing the uranium.
To process the uranium, okay. Okay. There's an underground uranium nuclear facility known as the Pickaxe Mountain. Let's see here. It is estimated to be more than 100 meters, about 330 feet underground, making it one of Iran's deepest and most fortified nuclear site. Iran has stated the site is intended for nuclear related activities, including advanced centrifuge production. U.S. and Israel officials suspect it could eventually support uranium enrichment or store sensitive nuclear material, but international inspectors have not been allowed access to verify exactly what is inside. Okay, so that is one of the facilities that's 330 feet underground. They're not bunkers.
That's a
So
bunker.
there is no public confirmed evidence that uranium is currently being processed there.
Yeah, why would Iran say no, you
So
can't
that's
inspect this?
still so that still doesn't. I mean, we need proof. I mean, we can
What do you mean need
we
proof?
can wait,
The
listen.
government literally
We
refused
can make
for them to
assumptions
audit
all
it.
day. We can make assumptions all day. Or
What?
hold on. Or do you also believe that that Iran can't find their mines?
What?
Their mines?
Why would they build this elaborate facility 300 feet underground to play hopscotch in? Come on. You're just like, oh, we can't make
Okay,
assumptions
how
about it.
many
And then they
countries have
refuse
nuclear
third-party
weapons? How
audits.
many countries have nuclear weapons?
I'm not sure the number on the top of my head. I don't know why you're changing the question.
No, I'm just saying, why aren't you worried about the other countries who have nuclear weapons?
I feel like we do.
No, we don't. The fact
Yeah,
that
we
you think
do.
that the reason why we're there in Iran is because of the the uranium, enriched uranium, you sound just as duped as the other people. Because
It could
if
be a
it
mix
was the
of
number one, if
economical,
that was the number
strategic.
one source, the reason that this whole Iranian and U.S. conflict was about, then why did the Orange Foe leave that towards the end of his negotiations?
It's because they weren't following it.
No,
And then
they
they
were.
decided to renegotiate it.
Okay,
No, they weren't following it.
okay, whose fault was that, first of all?
Iran's because they weren't
No, it
following it.
wasn't. That was your Orange Lord and Savior who pulled out of the JCPOA in May of 2018. Iran was still holding up their end of the bargain until May of 2019. They
Oh, I
said,
remember this. Yeah, it
no,
allowed way
I'm
too much
done.
flexibility for them to
They
allow
went
themselves to
up
procure it.
5% on the uranium in May of 2019 because why? Because the US, your Orange Lord and Savior, pulled out of the JCPOA. So that's his fault for doing that. Then
Okay,
he
well,
wants to
it's their
create
fault.
negotiations that are almost identical to the JCPOA, just more lenient. The fact that you're worried about enriched uranium, I'm going to tell you right now, your Orange Lord and Savior is not. Because if he was, then the negotiations that he was trying to set before this ceasefire ended, the number one issue to be discussed would be the enriched uranium, but it wasn't, right? The number one issue that was discussed was to open the Strait of Hormuz. The second one was to lift sanctions, and the third one was to provide them their frozen assets.
That's correct.
Yeah, but
Then the
after
last
that, the
thing, then the
regime is.
last thing that they were, then the last thing that he put as a discussion in the negotiations was the enriched uranium, also allowing them a 60-day extension period so that they could further discuss the enrichment. Let me introduce Lo real quick. Lo, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay, right now I'm looking for opposition, Lo, but if you want to say something real quick, go ahead.
No,
Thanks for
I'm
joining.
not going to give opposition to anybody, but I'm just here to say, uh, you know, there's too much confusion out there. You can hear people left and right saying these things, and most of it is just too much confusion. People are lost in the midst of it, and there's no real information out there in people's heads. Most of it coming out, it's just what they're giving you. But the
Right.
bottom line is, this war, it's impossible to make it out like a good thing. It's never going to be a good thing. If a country has enriched uranium and they're able to use it and do what they will, who are they to say about another country can't have that? I'm just realizing the whole thing is just when someone acts like that is because they're scared. And usually the guy that's scared, it's the bad guy. And I'm just going to say that. That's the last thing.
America is bad, Iran is
Right.
good. The
Thank
No,
you.
bro,
Islamic
America's
regime
not
is
bad.
not bad at
Listen,
all.
listen, bro. I
They're
am a
not bad.
hardcore.
The
I'm one
Islamic
hardcore
regime is
American,
not
and I can
bad.
tell you this
You're
is
an
I can tell you
Islam
don't love America.
defender.
You don't know where you're standing because I got to tell you this. You're saying that I'm saying America is bad. Do you know who your president is?
You're saying this comparative to the Islamic regime that
You don't
literally
even know
unalives
them. I'm
women
sure
on
you've
a
never
daily
even gone
basis.
to that country. You've probably never taken a flight to that country. How could you speak of them?
How many countless women
Exactly.
have
How many
fled
times
that
have you
country
visited that country?
and said all these horrendous things
How
about that
many
country?
times have you gone to that country to know about this?
So are you just going to waive the Islamic regime and
Are
how
you
they
gonna
treat their
waive the
women?
fact that they're sending women, people actually in general that are part of the LGBTQIA plus community? They're also Christians, sending them back to that country where, their life. The reason why they came to the United States was to escape that, but then the U.S. is sending them back.
Oh,
That's
so you
what you
actually
vote for?
agree with me and you understand that they don't
Yeah, but
treat
we're
those
not
people fairly.
changing any regime.
By knocking all the heads off of
We're
the
not
regime, yeah,
changing
we
any
are.
regime. He has a son. Are you okay? His son came out and said, I don't want diplomacy. I want revenge. So you really
Okay, I guess you
think
got to knock them off too.
you really think oh, okay, let's just go and
This guy
just
sounds
throw an
tough.
entire
This guy sounds like he
civilization.
wants to join the GI Joes, but I don't think he
No,
could
for
even
real.
get
Handle
up and
state.
stand up. I think he's a couch guy. Like, bro, you sound too much. Have you ever even gone outside and taken some fresh air? Because I think you're on that computer screen too much, boy. You're trying to sound like you're some GI Joe soldier. Like you
You're
can take him
retorting
down.
to
No,
Like
for
insults.
it's just
real.
a flick of
Do
a
you
button
really want
No,
to
type
for
know
thing.
real.
about me?
Bro,
I could tell you about me.
your neighbor's kids and your neighbor's kids are out there fighting, bro, and they're gonna be perishing because of that. And you're out here just thinking like a video game. We'll take them out. We'll
Yeah.
take them out. That's American for you.
Yeah, because they've
Wow.
been screaming death
Yeah,
to
because
America
they've
for the
been
last
saying,
50 years,
okay,
No,
and
they
now they're
haven't.
oh, what
procuring
we, I'm
nuclear
sorry, are
weapons.
we not alive?
Are
How
you
many,
like
again,
this is ridiculous?
how
How are
many
you going to
countries,
defend?
how many countries
You're
have
defending
nuclear
the Islamic
weapons?
regime right now.
How
That's a crazy
many
stance.
Defending
countries?
the
We're not
Islamic
defending,
regime.
I'm not,
No, we're
no,
not.
we're not. We're just telling you what's the real deal, Holyfield. The fact that you're
If
so
you tell someone the
accusing.
truth, now when you tell them the truth, it's gonna stick you to you are on one side. But it's like, dude, did I say I'm on one side or the other? I live in the USA. I have to look out for this country right now. We are in an occupied country. And you couldn't understand that because you're over there thinking we got to knock off foreigners that you never even visited their country to have an opinion about. Come on, bro. You just can't
That
accept the fact that the country, it's what it is. I mean, dude, sometimes you got to look at yourself and realize you're a little ugly. It's okay to know that.
What the fuck?
Exactly, bro.
yeah.
You just think you're all too perfect. We're not the bad guys, bro. It's like, come on, dude.
You're arguing like a
This is the
middle schooler right
nest. You want to say people are bad. They cannot have rich uranium, but we can't. Oh,
Right.
we are the bad guys.
Oh yeah. We can, but they can't.
Exactly. So whenever someone says you can't have that, but I can, yeah, then it tells you who the bad guy is.
Hmm. And the fact that we have the orange foe up there when questioned by a reporter what is going to happen with regards to Iran.
Oh, he's a child.
Oh yeah, he's a
My
baby boy.
7 year old son makes more sense than that man, and will probably have a better plan to help the world because this guy is a freaking third grader snapper. Like, oh, you just said what to me, and now you're gonna get the biggest bully reaction in the lowest IQ ever and the most stupidest
now. You won't
conversation
even let
out
me
of someone.
speak.
Yeah,
What are you
bro.
talking about?
You were speaking plenty. So do
No,
you
you just
know
keep
how
muting me the
many?
whole
So
time.
I asked you and you don't want to answer me. So
About
how
what?
many countries have nuclear weapons?
I don't know that I already answered that. Or I don't know the number on the top
Okay,
of
we
my
have a
head.
total of 9 countries. So we have Russia, and then the second largest is the United States, just like Lowe's trying to tell you here.
Okay.
Um, and then we have China that's rapidly expanding their arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
We have France, nuclear power. We have United Kingdom, they have nuclear power. We have India, nuclear power. We have Pakistan, nuclear power. Israel, widely believed to possess nuclear power, but has never officially confirmed it. And why would they, right? North Korea, that's most definitely. We all know they have nuclear power. So this whole bullshnizzle that your orange Lord and Savior has spewed to you is exactly that, nothing but bullshit, and you're literally eating it by the spoonfuls.
it's not even a bipartisan thing to just sit back and say, I don't want people to have this nuclear weapon that stone women to death in the middle of the street.
What
Again,
about Trump getting convicted, bro? He
Now
still
you're
has to
just
pay
changing
Gene
the goal.
Carroll.
It's crazy to me how
What
you guys
about Trump
change
getting
up.
convicted? He still has to pay Gene Carroll, bro, and then he's convicted on those files, bro, deep. What about those? They were not even women yet. They were little girls.
for real.
You want to talk about women, bro? Like, you think that tactic that your big man uses is going to work on other people? People are awake now. You just cannot use those tactics and say, what about,
Mhm.
what about? No, what about means you don't want to face it, and that's fine.
What do you mean
know?
not face it? That's
Yeah,
what
you
they
just can't
do in
face
that
it.
regime. They
What do you mean, bro? What
unalive women. It's called honor unaliving. Look it up.
Okay, but we're not gonna be able to change any regime, baby boy. I don't think you're understanding what he's trying to
Yeah,
say.
regime changes don't
We're
really
not
succeed
changing.
that well,
We're
but I
not
don't agree with them having that
You
type
can
of
cut the head
weaponry.
off of any regime and 10 will grow
exactly.
stronger.
And the fact that you don't agree with it, we don't really care because they don't
Well,
care.
this guy doesn't have common sense. Like,
So
as a human,
wait,
he
so
doesn't
you're
make sense
saying we should
because
just let them
anybody
have it
who's a
and just
common
hands
human
off?
would understand that if you pluck a weed, it's going to drop seeds and there's going to be more seeds dropping and it's going to propagate. Why was that weed even a problem to begin with? You are the problem when you want to.
So you think it's not an issue? It's a non-issue if they
because
had that type of
they
weaponry.
can't have what you have.
Hold
You
on.
don't think it's an
So
issue?
you don't think it's an issue that we have it, like Lo's saying?
No,
issue
we're
that
not
we are
a
the
radical
second largest-
regime.
A radical
We've
regime.
used it on other countries already. We've been proven that we're the
I
ones
like how
that
you
use
laugh
it
at the fact
wrongfully.
that I called them a radical regime.
If this
Like I
country
feel like you
is
don't
losing a
even know
war,
anything about
they
Iran.
would use it, and that's coward weapons. Because what happens with the real battle? What happened to swords and everything? What happened to the Vikings and all that stuff? They weren't.
Yeah,
popping
I'm not
stuff.
down to
So now,
box a
what
man
about
that
when the
stones
U.S.
a
is
woman
losing
to
a
death
war? We nuke somebody.
in the middle
That's
of
why
the
we
street.
cannot let somebody else have it, right?
I don't really care about ego when they
you wouldn't throw
unalive
hands with
women and
somebody
children
if you saw a woman here
on
the
a day-to-day
streets,
basis.
getting hit or punched by a dude. You wouldn't intervene. Of
Yeah,
course
I
you
would
wouldn't,
protect them.
because
Yeah, I would
okay,
protect
then
No,
them.
he
why
wouldn't. I can tell this guy sounds like he
What do you
won't. He's not the
mean?
kind of guy
No,
that
it's
won't.
literally a culturally acceptable thing
you
in their
would walk
culture to
past.
stone women
Thank
and to
you.
unalive
You
them.
said it. It's a culture thing. You're not
Let
gonna
them be in
change.
their own culture.
Yeah,
Let them
not
be.
gonna change it.
Let them be.
Yeah,
Just
let
let
them be.
them. Oh
Do you think that
my.
they're gonna come over here and tell you to stop eating hot dogs and barbecuing on 4th of July? They don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Who
Your
are
culture is just
we?
weak.
Yeah.
So just let them have nuclear boom
Who
booms
are
and let them
we to
mistreat
let
women
them
like
have
that.
and not have?
That's
Who are
terrible.
we to let
Let
them
'em.
have and not have? Who are we?
I understand the policing aspect
We
of
do
it, but
not run this
no, if they
world.
have a nuclear boom
We
boom, they
do
can literally
not
wipe out an
run
entire
this
city.
world.
Nuclear
That's
boom
Russia,
boom.
bro.
That sounds like a kid.
They're obviously not in
Okay.
the right mindset if they treat their
Papacito.
You're
women
not
so
in the right
poorly.
mindset.
Mijito, chiquito.
This guy's
Russia is
gone.
the second largest military. Are you okay?
Okay.
And they're the number one country that has nuclear weapons. Are you okay?
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
what
talk
is your
about their
point?
friend China too.
Yeah.
It's
They're
mutually
powerful.
assured destruction between those
So
countries.
let's go hit up Russia. Let's go hit up China.
We're not just gonna allow
Let's go
Iran
hit up
to procure
Korea.
that type of weaponry. They would just launch it immediately.
So the fact that you think that the orange vote is in Iran because of the uranium or regime change is funny, and you have been severely duped. It's all about money and oil, obviously, which is why he throws a big ass fit. Open the Strait of Hormuz, you crazy bastards, da da da, because he's mad. Because
Can you imagine how much diarrhea came out of the back when he was
Honestly,
For
I'd
real?
rather
his words
support
like that?
that than
Like
support the
his mouth back
regime
there is
that
just so
literally
sharp. It's
unalives
just like,
women.
I agree, though. For real. Out of his mouth, too. You know he's
yeah.
throwing a fit. Open the Strait of Hormuz right now. Open it. Because I promised Americans gas prices would be low. And I thought it was going to work. But Iran pushed back.
Yeah, just like a child.
Yep. We're screwed, bro. We are losing this war.
Yeah. Back then in the USA, if politics or anybody was acting this bad, they would be scared of people because people were actually with it. And now they're just like, I don't care about my 6% approval. I'm not scared.
Yep.
Because people are just divided as heck.
They really are.
And this guy still doesn't understand one bit that is like, I will be giving my life up to protect this land and die just to give his ass a fucking chance to live here. And he thinks I don't love America. His ass is fucking confused. He doesn't see the enemy. It's like, you want to go swim in the pond and say the crocodiles are your friends because they've been there forever? They're going to fucking eat you one day, dumbass. You know, what do you think?
Thank you for your service, though. 100%.
But I got to go. I got too much shit to do, and I got to go cut my grass.
What's
Hello?
up, James? Thank you so much for joining, though. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, I'm glad there's like-minded people, and
Hi, how's it going?
Thank
You
so
literally
much.
took the side that funds terrorist
You have a
organizations
beautiful
all across the
evening.
world.
Jacob, how old are you? Hola, James. I didn't see you, mi amigo. My apologies.
Hola. Hola,
talking
mi
to
amiga.
you. I wasn't talking to you. How old are you? First of all,
Me, I am 25.
act like it, okay? Because your frontal lobe has already developed.
Okay,
Are
you
you a
don't
Trump
first
supporter?
watch what you're.
Are you a
Yeah,
Trump
I am. Do
supporter?
you have a fucking problem, puss
Okay,
puss?
and what does puss mean?
Listen here, you fucking
It's a
retarded
joke.
faggot. I don't know who you're talking to, bitch, but it's not me.
Oh,
So
no,
watch your
you better
fucking
make
language.
sure you call me Miss Badass Bitch. You can just can't
Miss
call me.
bitch, is that
I
better?
said Miss Badass Bitch. Okay.
Miss
Hey,
retard.
oh, you're
Yeah.
not. Have you ever been deported by a Mexican?
Yes, I have.
Today you have again with no due process, botch. Bye. So yeah, wouldn't want to be y'all.
So why do you support Hamas?
But I didn't say I supported it. I'm just saying
Well,
the
that's what
reason
Iran
why.
funds. It funds Hamas. It funds all of those TS organizations in the Middle East. You know that, right?
The fact that you believe that the reason why El Trompo started this conflict with Iran because of the enriched uranium tells me how duped you are
It's a
and how out of
multifaceted
touch
issue,
of reality
but
that
it's
you
still
are.
an issue nonetheless.
It's an issue with 9 other countries, including ours.
You're just talking about the nuclear procurement. I'm saying that type of country shouldn't have a weapon of that mass
again,
destruction. Same with North Korea.
So go ahead and think. Listen, it's like the orange. Listen, let me tell you what the orange Lord and Savior is doing to people like you.
Why do you keep referring them to that?
Because some
That's
people
so
do.
dumb.
I mean, they made a whole like gold statue out of him, and we're praying around it. So just saying, they do see him as their Lord and Savior. Okay, that God sent him. Yada yada yada.
All right, can you make a good point, please?
So, well, you asked me why I'm saying that, so I'm telling you why I say that.
You just on it for so long.
I wasn't on it for so long. Literally only.
It was a
3
1
seconds.
sentence.
Okay. Anyways, you're just cornered right now, and you don't know what to say. And
I'm not cornered at all. You guys supported Iran.
I understand.
so
I understand completely when you guys get cornered. You don't know what to say because you're either ignorant
No,
about the
I have
topic. You're actually ignorant about all the topics, perhaps. Okay, because
not at all.
Yes, you are. If
No, I have
the
plenty of
fact
things
that
to say. You
you-
just keep muting me.
Okay,
There's a
well, what
difference.
else? What else do you support him on?
What do you mean support?
You're
I
gonna
didn't even say
continue to
one
get-
thing that I supported him on. Not one thing.
You came up here.
I just
immediately
don't
to talk
understand
about
that you
Iran.
support Iran. It just
I
doesn't make
didn't
any
sup- I
sense.
didn't say I support Iran.
You said that it's none of our business that
It
they
is none
stone
of
women in the
our
middle of the street.
business. Like you said,
That's
it
a
is none of
terrible
our
thing to think of.
It's their culture, like you said.
It's their culture
It
to
came out
unalive
of-
women.
It came out of your mouth. You even said it yourself. You said it's their culture. Exactly. You're not going to change their culture. You're not changing any regime. Low up here, I don't know if you could read between the lines, honey bunches of oats, but he obviously was active duty military. Okay.
50 years ago, Iran was a peaceful country. It was a
50 years
beautiful
ago,
country.
You don't even know shit what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so let me try to get Mimo over here.
The regime change happened in the 70s, and
Let me see here. Let me get.
it was due to Western nations. But for you to defend Islamic regime is crazy.
Dude, do you know that if Iran really wanted a nuke, they could buy one? They have the oil to buy a nuke.
Two wrongs
They
don't
can
make
buy
a
it from
right.
Russia. And shut up. I am so goddamn tired of you talking over people. You understand
You guys
me?
won't let me talk. That's why I keep doing it.
That's why I keep muting you. Understand? Now, we got an understanding here, son?
Yeah, you're a
You
moderator
talk
on
over the
TikTok.
host, I mute. Now, if they wanted to nuke, they could buy one from Russia. They've been selling Russia all the drones Russia's been using. Well, where do you think it came from? Iran. They could easily say, hey, I want to trade that for a nuke. Then what the fuck is Trump going to do? He can't go to war with them because they got a nuke.
Intercept and disarm. It's a high threat. It's a huge threat, especially in the Middle East. I don't agree with Israel having nuclear power either.
I'm gonna try to get
In
my
fact,
remote
I don't
on.
agree any country having nuclear power, but it's the world that we live in.
Well, it ain't none of our business now, is it?
Yeah,
We have
but the
nuclear
less
power.
countries that have it, the better. Can we at least agree
We
upon
have
that?
it.
Yeah, no, the less, the
We-
better, though.
The less. So hold on. We can have it, but they can't.
No, I'm not
Like-
saying that.
just like
The
Lo
reason
said.
why we have it is because other people have it, and the reason why they have it is because we have it.
I just told you that the United States is the second largest nuclear arsenal. We have the second largest nuclear arsenal. Russia is the first.
Okay, I didn't say that we didn't have any. What are you
Dude,
talking
do
about?
you know how many wars? Do you know how many wars?
I said we
has
shouldn't.
stopped? Do you know how many wars? Do you
How
know
many
how
wars
many
what?
wars having a nuke has stopped? We haven't fought Russia because they got nukes. We haven't fought China because they got nukes. There's a lot of wars that we could have been fighting that we don't because people have nukes. We don't want to go to war with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but also I don't
Okay,
agree
then
with
that's
the
it.
Irani regime having that
You don't have
ability.
to agree with it. They don't really give a damn.
Oh, we just let them do it.
Hold on.
Like,
Who are we though? Who are? Listen,
we're a
listen,
global
man.
superpower. What are
Who
you talking about?
we?
It's in
We do
Russia's
not
interest for
run
Iran to
this.
have
We do
that.
not
It's in
run.
China's interest
We
for Iran to
do
have it.
not run this globe. We do not.
So we're just gonna
run-
roll
we do
over
not run the earth. Okay. Iran's been here thousands of years. We're a new country. Okay. You really think that they're stupid?
All right, can I?
The fact that you are okay with the orange bow putting the U.S. not just the United States of America, but U.S. active duty brothers and sisters to go out there and possibly lose their life for something that literally has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Sometimes war is a necessary evil.
Okay, why would war be necessary right now?
Because this regime having a nuclear boom boom is a terrible thing.
Okay,
And if you guys can't
Trump
agree
cared
upon
about
that, then
hold on,
I think
Trump
it's
hold
dissident.
on. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Let me ask you something. So if Trump cares so much. I decame. Trump cares so much. So then, why did he pull out of the JCPOA in May of 2018, right when he became president?
Because he was revising it. It was too loose. Yeah, it was way too loose.
This time it was way too loose. What was loose?
Yeah. It allowed them a pathway in order to enrich uranium at a dangerous rate.
Okay, so we're going to go back to that. So the new negotiations that he was talking about before the ceasefire ended were 1, open the Strait of Hormuz, 2, lift up the sanctions, right? 3, unfreeze their assets and give them back their monies. The uranium enrichment was the last thing on the to-do list. As a matter of fact, he gave an additional 60 days expansion to discuss the nuclear part of it.
Okay, that's
What are you
fine.
not understanding?
Their facilities are gone now. What do you?
If they're gone,
They're completely
then
gone.
what the hell are we doing there?
Yeah, but your plan is like, oh, we shouldn't police the world. We shouldn't tell them what to do.
If
So what are
they're
we supposed to do?
gone,
Stick
then
our heads in the sand?
what? No, we're supposed to worry about what's happening at home.
Oh, yeah, that is worrying about what's happening at home.
No, it's not.
That's
because
a
nothing
direct
No,
happened.
threat
it's
to
not.
any
No,
Western
it's not.
power. What are you talking about?
No, it's not.
They've been chanting death to America for the past 50 years.
exactly. For
Well,
What do
I
you
don't know.
what do you mean? How is it not a threat? That doesn't make
we
any
have 50
sense.
years, and have they done anything to us? I'm just saying. They did have an agreement with the JCPOA, and they were adhering to that agreement. Okay, until May of 2019, they got fed up because they were adhering to the JCPOA and America was not. That's when they decided to raise the uranium to 5% at that time. So that's it, Trump's fault. And that is just a typical dictator, is to give, take away, give back, and get thanks and praise for it. That's how you're
You want to know
duped.
something? I like how you glossed over the fact of you said that the past 50 years they've done nothing. They've done plenty of things.
Like,
They've directly and indirectly unalived service members
he
prior
is
to
putting
this
words in my
conflict.
mouth. He is, James.
This is not putting words in your mouth. You said they didn't do anything in the past 50 years. No, they funded TIAS organizations across the globe and directly attacked Americans.
When? Where?
You're just
Provide
gonna
me a source.
they attacked
Provide
us.
me a source.
Source.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows that they fund Hamas.
Provide me a source that we were attacked by Iran. Exactly. Exactly, James. He just wants to go in pinche circles. So everybody, let's double tap the screen, share the live, hit that arrow at the bottom right corner, repost it, copy the link, add it to your story, all that good. That way people can hear how duped individuals are. And how old are you again, ADK? IDK. Unmute.
Oh, you just keep muting me. 26.
Oh, that's right. You said 25.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
25 though.
State.gov, counter reports on terrorism, 2021, Iran. Rocket attacks on the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad in January
I'm
22nd.
talking about U.S. soil, bro.
What? They're still attacking and unaliving U.S. Service members. What are you
Okay,
talking about,
so they
U.S. soil?
So they took the lives of U.S. soldiers. When did you say? What year?
Multiple years. What do you?
He said
It's not just
he
one
said
year.
2021.
Yeah, that's
You
one
said
instance of it.
2021.
That's one instance of it.
Now you're saying many years. Make up your mind.
Yeah, because it's been a combination of the past 50 years.
We had the JCPOA in place. That wouldn't have happened if the Orange Foe would not have pulled out of the JCPOA. So let's see here. Karen, that's what it says here. Here are some of the most significant incidents. The most recent one, let's see here. But we were attacked, but we were at war during that time. Let's see here. Backed Iraq, Syria, and rocket attacks on besides 2026. In 2021, there's no 2021. There is one, 2023, Iran-backed militias in Iraq, Syria, and elsewhere, and they have launched drone and rocket attacks on U.S. bases. So Iran-backed militias in Iraq, Syria, elsewhere. So they backed their militias. So you can blame that on Syria and Iraq too, if that's the case. But there's no 2021 here.
Okay, here, I'll give you the specific instance. February 2021, an Iran-backed militia fired a rocket at coalition forces in Erbil, Iraq, wounding a U.S. service member and 4 U.S. civilian contractors. And just because you say the JC whatever, the contract, in November of 1979, Iranian students backed by the regime seized the U.S.
JCPOA in place during that time. It was under Barack
Exactly.
Obama.
U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
So they've been attacking us even prior to this. Prior to negotiations, they've been attacking us for the past 50 years. And you guys sympathize to these people.
Okay,
I don't understand it. If you don't like Trump, say that. That's cool.
Direct attack.
Also don't say you don't like what
direct
Iran's
action
doing.
by Iran, such as the 1979 hostage crisis and the recent direct missile drone attacks. Now, attacks by groups that the U.S. says are supported, funded, trained, or directed by Iran, such as the Hezbollah and certain militias in Iraq. So, any of the deadliest attacks on Americans associated with Iran were carried out by the proxy groups. Yeah, and that's according to U.S. government findings and court rulings. And Iran has often denied directing those attacks. So I'm just saying. Now let me go to this 2021 February.
I don't know. Should we have been in Iraq?
Right?
Should we even been there?
They've wounded and unalived over 1,300 U.S. service members and citizens for 50 years.
No, you didn't answer my question. Should
It
we have
doesn't
been
matter.
in Iraq?
Like, this doesn't matter. You're defending Iran and their regime.
Because
you're
if we hadn't been in Iraq,
Oh, my.
if we hadn't have been in Iraq, our soldiers wouldn't have got hurt, right? Right. They shouldn't have been there. They didn't do nothing to us. They had nothing to do with 9/11. That was all Afghanistan and Bin
Two
Laden.
wrongs don't make a right. How can you sit there in your same breath and say that?
Make her right. So
Yeah. How? No.
Let
me finish. Let me
What they
finish.
did with 9/11, and then
Let
we
me
went to go
finish.
drop bombs in Iraq and kill
Let me finish.
innocent people. You're gonna tell me that two wrongs don't make a right?
You guys hate Trump so much that you
I
sit
don't
on the
hate
side
Trump.
of a fence of the terrorist organizations
What's
that
the two
unalive
wrongs?
Americans.
No, we just don't want any more of our
No, you
military
want us to
soldiers
stick our
die.
heads in the
We
sand and
don't
just
want
roll
any
over.
more. We don't want any more military.
I don't agree with
soldiers to
war either. I
die.
think war is a
Okay, we
terrible
don't
thing, but
want
sometimes
any
it's
more
necessary.
military soldiers to
Bush,
die.
hey, dipshit.
Sometimes it's a
We
necessity.
don't want any more military
There's
soldiers
bad
to
people in the
die.
world,
Bush was
and
the
sometimes it
president.
has to be it has to
They have
happen.
not done shit to us. Therefore, we need to leave them
I
the
literally
fuck
gave you
alone.
50
I
years
do
of
not
shit that they've
want.
done to
I
us.
do not, and I know many people agree with me. We do not want our military soldiers, brothers and sisters, to lose any more fucking lives. We went over 20 years of fucking war and losing the lives of innocent soldiers, okay? Literally a war that we shouldn't have even been in. So you sound stupid, little boy. Don't fucking tell me. You're over here talking about we lost soldiers in here and we lost soldiers during that. And you care about losing soldiers, but you don't give a flying fuck about the soldiers we're gonna lose if when this war escalates. You're so full of shit. Are you
So
gonna enlist?
what do you want us to do? Just
Are you
continuously
going to
let them attack
enlist?
us?
Are you gonna enlist? Are you gonna
No,
are you gonna draft dodge
that's not
like El Trompo? Are you gonna enlist?
that's not the question.
I'm asking you the question. Are you going to enlist since you're so fucking concerned? Is your little happy ass gonna go and enlist?
No, I'm not going to enlist.
Okay, so then shut the hell up if you're not gonna go and enlist because you don't know shit what you're talking about. And that's what Lo up here was trying to tell you.
So you're just going to continuously allow them to attack us? Is that your
you're
solution?
gonna continuously allow that. Since you don't want to go and enlist and then fight
That's your
for
stance,
no,
though.
you don't want to go and fight for the United States of America, then you are letting that happen, young man. You are.
That's your.
Go enlist. Be side by side with our military brothers and sisters. Go out there. Are you a puss?
I love how you
Again,
have to
they're
retort to
attacking us.
insults.
No, again, they're attacking us in other countries. Are they attacking our country? Hell no.
Exactly.
What?
They're attacking us in other countries. Maybe we shouldn't be in them other countries. You ever think of that, dipshit? No, I guess not. That
Oh
was too much
man,
thinking for
they
you.
literally taken
Your frontal lobe is
hostages
fucked up.
in Iran
Dude, that
of
was
U.S.
a long ass
Like, what are you
time
talking
ago.
about?
That was a long ass time ago.
It's been going on for 50 years.
It's a long ass time ago. That's why the JCPOA was in place. That's
Okay,
why
how many
Barack
casualties do you
Obama-
feel is enough
that's
of U.S.
why
Americans?
Obama made negotiations, and that's why the JCPOA even existed. Now you want to bitch and gripe because your orange lord and savior pulled out of the JCPOA? Now you want to fucking cry?
They were
No,
doing it
go
prior
enlist.
and
If you are
during and
going to
after.
defend, if you are going to defend the actions of that orange foe and what he did, take your little happy ass and go enlist. Or are you going to dodge that shit too
Is this
because you're
your only
scurvy?
argument? This is
No,
just
this
stupid.
is the argument. We're talking
Yeah,
about, oh,
but no, it's
we're
a
gonna
mute
let them
point.
do this. No, are you gonna let them do this, young
You
man?
want to know why it's
Because
a mute
you are the
point? Because they
youth.
were doing it
You
before,
are the
during,
youth.
and after that
You
agreement.
are the youth, and I had
They were still doing it
many
during the
friends.
agreement.
Shut up! I freaking actually, I helped our active soldiers during the harshest times. Okay, I had friends who were crying about shit. Okay, so shut up. They don't come back ever the same. So you sound dumb as fuck. So easy. Oh yeah, we shouldn't, and this and that, and we should just go have more. We should go ahead and have more soldiers die over the orange foes. Bullshit. It's all about oil and money. The same thing applied to El Pinche Bush. But you wouldn't know anything about that, now would you? You talk about two wrongs don't make a right, right? So
Oh,
then why the
Jesus.
fuck
Here
did we
comes
go and
Papa.
yep.
How you guys doing?
Introduce yourself, how old you are, what state you're chiming in from, and who you voted for.
Mississippi Trump, 55.
Are you still supporting him?
Well, mainly I just saw an article on 315,000 votes in Georgia that weren't signed off on by law. That the actual they fined them 15,000.
Oh, here we go with fucking January
315,000 votes that weren't signed off on a ticker tape by law.
James.
And then they say clerical error. Then they say clerical error.
The JCPOA, and then attack them for not complying with the agreement, and that's okay. Exactly, 100. I'm sorry, Eddie. I know you're in the guest request. Are you a Trump supporter,
you're
or I
running
get the feeling
cover
you're not?
on different stories
You
instead
like
of
to speak over
315.
women, right? I guess you speak over your wife all the time, or you tell her to be
315.
quiet and only speak when she's spoken to. Sorry, that's not this.
You're
Why aren't
absolutely
you
terrible
talking
at
about
debating.
I'm sorry. As like if you were debating.
No, you're not talking about
You don't know how to
315,000
debate,
votes
baby boy. You barely gave me one fucking
in
source
Georgia.
about 2021. And
No,
as a matter of fact, I did bring up that 2021.
this just happened. They were fined.
You were referencing the herbal rocket attack in February 15th, 2021.
Georgia electric.
Sorry, 2021 in northern Iraq. And this is what actually happened. Multiple rockets were launched against Erbil, the capital of Iraq's region, targeting the coalition base there. Okay. One U.S.-led coalition contractor was killed, along with
Why are you doing
one
cover
Kurdish
stories?
civilian and 5 contractors. One
Don't
U.S.
want to talk
soldier
about the
and 2
votes.
Kurdish civilians were injured.
The evidence
Okay.
coming out.
So you were wrong about that shit.
Evidence
That was
is
your only
in the
source
court
that
of
you
law.
had. In response, the U.S. carried out a retaliatory airstrike on February 25th,
5 years in the court of law.
targeting Iranian-backed Iraqi militias in
That's how long it's
Papa,
taken.
shut up.
And the
Papa.
FBI and the
Shut
FBI
your
getting the ballot.
fucking mouth, bro.
Well, you don't want to talk about the.
Shut up.
You want to bring the smoke. That's all.
Shut up.
Smoke screen.
Shut up.
That's all.
I promise you, Papa's
what-
faster than you.
That's what this is about. Is smoke.
Let's see here.
They literally attacked us on our soil, by the way. It's the
300
craziest thing.
314.
Bethesda, Maryland in
In
1980, a DC restaurant, a critical infrastructure cyber attack in New York, a transnational representative, and assassination schemes in the 2020s. Like, they've attacked us on our soil, off of our soil
Those
for the
were
past
cyber
50 years.
attacks.
No, just one of them was, but what about all the assassinations?
What assassinations?
Allah Akbar in Bethesda, Maryland in 1980. DC restaurant, Saudi ambassador in Washington, D.C. a transnational representative and assassination schemes in 2020, plot against Massa, I can't pronounce that one, in New York on 2021 and 2023, murder for hire schemes targeting U.S. officials in 2024 and 2025.
There has been assassination plots against U.S. officials. That's always been. That goes for a lot
No,
of countries, not
you
just
just
Iran.
completely skipped over the fact that in 1980s they did it. And in DC, they did it. In 2011, they did it.
And when was the JCPOA created?
Oh my God. They've been attacking us during the JCPOA. They've been attacking us prior. They've been attacking us after. It doesn't matter if we had an agreement. They still attack us.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They attacked us during the JCPOA. That is false.
Let's not talk about the real issue.
That's false.
Let's not talk. Thousands.
That's false.
All right, here, I'll look it up for you because you can't use Google.
340
I don't use Google.
is not.
Okay, have they ever attacked us during the JCPO or JCPOA? Yes, while the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action agreed in July 2015 and formally implemented in January of 2016, it says harassment of U.S. Navy vessels in 2015 and 2017, seizure of U.S. Navy sailors off the Farsi Island in 2016, missile strikes, hostile drones in Syria targeting U.S. fighter jets. Yeah, no, they've been attacking us during that as well. That was your whole argument. It's just debunked immediately. They've been attacking us for the past 50 years. It doesn't matter the agreement that we give them. It doesn't matter how many times they accept the agreement. They're still going to attack us.
There's no record of Iran directly attacking U.S. soil or killing U.S. troops during the JCPOA period. No attacks on U.S. soil. Iran appears to have refrained from proxy attacks on U.S. personnel in Iraq during this period. That pattern had mostly stopped after 2011 and didn't resume. No U.S. troops were killed, okay, attributed to the Iranian action during the deal's active years. Okay, what did continue at a lower level is Iranian harassment of U.S. naval vessels in the Persian Gulf. That didn't let up after the negotiations. So 22 incidents in 2015, 36 in 2016, and these were things like fast boat provocations and lost encounters, not lethal attacks.
Not lethal. Missile strikes on warships in 2016 during the JCPOA. Not lethal, but you can send a missile, but it's not lethal, guys.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, all right. I got to get off here. You guys are so dumb.
They hit.
No, that should be the cherry on top of the cake right there.
Idiot. Do you know?
Oh, I'm the idiot, but you said not lethal when missile strikes are happening.
You know how big vessels are, you freaking moron? They're huge. They just struck one not too long ago, and it just did a little damage on the side of the ship, you freaking moron. So stupid. You don't know how to debate. Listen, little boy, you need to take debate. Take debate. So that way you know how to debate. You sound redonkulous. I can't stand it. It really pisses me off. Exactly, Jinx the Minx. Who was president in 2016? Who pulled out of the JCPOA? Hello, goodbye. Yes, he is. That's why, James, I was having to counter everything he was saying because I don't want anybody to be misinformed. And I'm going to tell you why he dropped. He dropped because he was cornered. He was cornered. You don't know how to debate. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you don't know how to debate. So yeah, bro, you don't know what the hell to say. Hi, mamas.
You're still here,
girl. I'm trying to work my booty. I need to figure out how to get the tube going, y'all. Everybody, let's double tap the screen, share the live, all that good.
You know, my Tuesday, Wednesday nights, my liver live from 5 to 7. So I was like, okay, I gotta go.
You're funny.
And then I get out of that live and I come back. I'm like, she's here still.
I know. Girl, I forgot to get my medication today, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a hard time going
Oh,
to sleep tonight.
that's not good.
No, for
What meds
real.
what meds were you supposed to get for your like
Uh,
pain meds or what?
no. My mom said it helps me go to sleep at night because my mind
Oh,
doesn't stop.
oh, okay.
I'm a stressor, so I stress a lot
Hmm.
and kind of slows
Gee, I wonder
down.
why. I think everybody's I think everybody stresses in this day and age right now with I mean there's a lot to stress about right now. So,
Oh, for real. And you know what,
hmm,
Gems? I'm already
but
sitting
thank
here
you for the
thinking,
reminder. I need to take my meds. Shit.
bro, I know I'm like shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to
This one
fall
little pill,
asleep
if I
tonight.
don't take it 3 times a day, my feet are miserable.
Yep.
The
He is.
neuropathy. Yeah.
And you know what? No, Eddie. Yeah, I do take that for anxiety. And then I'm prescribed another medication on top of that to help slow my roll because I don't sleep at night. Yeah, Dems. You know what, James? He's freaking absolutely obsessed. No, you're fine, Eddie. I get it. No, curiosity killed the cat, and satisfaction brought it back.
I never take my anxiety meds because they knock me out. They're like taking Benadryl for me.
Girl, you're funny.
I'm serious. Like
I'm
my anxiety meds are like taking gabapentin or Benadryl.
Girl,
So,
my anxiety meds don't do shit for me.
oh man.
I'm still like, and the thing is, I rather take clonazepam because clonazepam is
Okay.
kind of like a longer
Hmm.
effect.
I think that's the one they gave me now. I used to be on Xanax, but they switched me.
This Xanax is for Xanax more for panic attacks, and it's for the moment. That shit just goes
Mm.
in and out your
And
system like nothing.
that's when I took it was for the moment. But when I was when all of this stuff started happening with Trump and the administration and all this shit,
Yeah.
I went into her office and I literally just cried. And I asked her for something to help with the anxiety attacks that I was having.
Yes.
And so she prescribed me something, but then I took it a couple of times and I was knocked out. I was sound
Girl,
asleep. I'm like, okay, I can't take this during the day while I have to work and be functional. That's not good.
oh
So,
yeah, you gotta give. Oh yeah, my husband, when he first took his anxiety because he has bad anxiety. Like, well,
uh-huh.
you got me beat. I'm still. You got me beat, Papa.
34 pills, Papa. That's a lot of damn pills.
You got me beat big
I
time
thought my morning dose was a lot. Good golly, Miss Molly.
for real. I can't do the trazodone, Lewis. It makes me feel like if my spirit's coming out of my body or something. It gives me anxiety. Thank you,
Girl, okay.
Travel. Yes,
So for you guys that know me and give any rat's ass about me at all,
I
tomorrow,
do.
I know. Tomorrow I have the appointment I've been waiting a year and a half for with my surgeon for this gosh darn hernia.
Yes,
And, I've been working on losing weight. I've gone from 345 pounds to 270. Thank you
yes,
very much.
sister.
And I'm not at the 100-pound mark, though, that she wants me to be at. So I am just, please pray for me tomorrow for that she'll give me some grace. And I don't even want her to schedule me for 2 weeks out. Schedule me for like October, November. That gives
Like
me time to
ASAP.
get the rest of the pounds off. No,
No,
it gives me
girl.
time to get the rest of the pounds off. Listen, hear me out, and get through the rest of the doctor's appointments. Because I've got to see a hematologist right now. I've got to see
Yeah.
the GI right now. Got a bunch of appointments, so I don't want it in the next couple of weeks because I have things booked out that are really important. And so, but get me booked, get me on your calendar. That gives me more time to get closer to that 100-pound mark. But also,
Yeah.
it won't be a financial burden, because my out of pocket, my deductible are met, and so the surgery will be paid for in full by my insurance. And
Yeah.
here's the other big reason. I don't know if I've told you this yet or not, but we found out on Monday we're being sold to another company.
Uh-uh.
And so, yeah, beginning of next year. So I'm like, and I mean, it's already done. They announced it to the public because we're a publicly traded company. So they had to, do a formal announcement to the public and whatever. And sometime in the beginning of next year, we're going to be transferred. The diabetes division is going to be transferred over to Cardinal Health. So I'm going to have all new insurance. I'm going to have all new, like medical leave and all this shit that I'm going to have to figure out. And I'd rather do it with a company that I already know.
Yeah,
That knows
right?
me, so I'm just
And
those are my reasons for wanting to get it done this year. versus waiting until next year to get it done and having to start with a new management team and whatever. So
You know,
please be praying for that appointment tomorrow
I
that it just
will.
goes in my favor.
And you know what,
So
Mamas? Let me tell you something. You can push them to do it. They can. Okay. Because
absolutely.
my spinal surgeon, y'all, when I was 42, like 40, I think I was 40. And he was like, you're like 5 pounds away from my cutoff. Like I was 5 pounds less than his cutoff. And he's like, and I'm not gonna do the back surgery. And I was like, what, bro? Like,
What?
what? Like that shit don't make sense. So it took me, it wasn't until 5 years later until he finally did the surgery. And what pisses
Oh
me
my
off,
gosh.
yeah, girl, like pisses me off is that he didn't do everything he should have done on my back. Had he done everything he was supposed to do, I wouldn't have to be going back. And I would have been
Right.
younger and I would have been able to, recover
Yeah,
faster.
recovery would have been easy. Oh, shit, I'm gonna be 50 by the time this goddamn thing is done. So
So I'm so frustrated with him. But everybody,
mm,
y'all, everybody in here, let's double tap the screen, share the
yes.
live, all that good. We're
Sorry,
at
I didn't
24K.
mean to
No,
take
you're
over
okay,
your life with
baby.
my
I don't care,
medical
mama.
shit,
I love you.
but
I don't care. I get it.
I
What
know.
about my medical shit? I love
I
you. So
know.
I know I'm thinking tonight, I'm like, oh my gosh. My husband will fall asleep because he wakes up early, but since I've been doing these
Mhm.
late lives, end up
Yeah.
it takes forever for medication to hit me on. Like it takes forever. My husband's like,
Yeah.
"You're still," and I go, "It still hasn't hit me." He goes, "Oh my gosh!" I go, "I know, right? It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
For
know.
me, because of my bypass surgery, I it takes 20 minutes and I'm
That's
gone.
him, girl. That's him.
Yep.
He feels it
Hmm.
immediately. But I will tell you, oh, you know what, Becca? When he was on clonazepam, because when we were young, he would have. I'm talking about he would like throw things like try to go into he would go into the stores and he'd stick his face in the cooler and then he would literally get a water from there and just start chugging it and freaking out.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, he explained to me he's even had disassociation where
Oh wow.
he looked like he said I was seeing myself. He goes, it was weird, but I love you, love Juju, and it does help. It does help. And my kids sleep with it all the time. My kids sleep with the meditation music all the time, which is a really good thing. It does help you. Um, he didn't know what it was, and I love.
I fall asleep to political lives.
You're funny, girl.
I do.
Well, you know, I know. Me too.
I
I
fall
like.
asleep to them and I wake up to them.
I know. I listen to Erica, guys. If y'all don't know who Erica is, Erica Shane. She's
Oh yeah, I do know
awesome.
she is. Yeah.
Y'all can go check her out. She's freaking really awesome, and
Ashley's
she has a big
my
heart.
Ashley's usually my overnight gal. She's because she comes on usually between 8 and 10
Yeah,
Central Time because she's in Oklahoma.
yeah.
And she goes all night,
Oh, she does
and
the
so they're
all-nighters.
she does the all nighters. Yeah, and
Hell
it's so
no.
funny because I'll wake up in the middle of the night and the live itself will be going, but she's passed out. And
That's
thank
freaking
God she's
hilarious.
got. I know. Thank God she's got some really good moderators that
I care.
she trusts, and they
Hmm.
keep her live going. And I mean, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and there'll be like 150 people in her live
Oh yeah.
in
I
the
have
middle of the damn night.
yeah, in the middle of the night it's crazy because they do get like and she probably
Yeah,
already got her
she's
group.
established.
Yeah, she
She's
has her
established,
group.
and she has an agency too. So Ashley, it's ASA. Like Juju, it's ASHLIE. I'll share the live
I
to you
love
next time
her.
I'm in it. I do
Yeah,
too. She's
I listen.
awesome.
Um, Papa, I love her. She's tired. I love her. Miss Linda, Papa's wife. She's so
Oh,
sweet. But you know what? I was gonna tell you. What it is okay. I don't have an agency, and I
yeah.
never have wanted to get
Why
involved
not?
with an agency
Grandma
because
now?
they'll they'll push you to do stuff and then
Boy,
you got to continue to do and do
thank
and
you for that.
do and do and do and then you've got to give some of your monies and mm, mm,
I
nah.
see.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's probably why she has so many people. I'm literally, like can I say, organically growing. So
Yeah.
all my followers that I organically have grown that
Gotcha.
all by my lonesome,
Mhm.
or like my videos. One thing I have noticed about TikTok, and I will say this, TikTok, listen up. My videos, before, like last year, before this whole changeover, my
Yeah.
videos would go viral quite
Oh
quickly.
wow.
Not anymore. Not
Yeah.
anymore. I just had one video, I wouldn't say viral, but it got like 4,000 views. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, wow. I've only had one real video go go completely viral. And it's really hard, y'all. And the agencies, though,
It's because they want her to sell stuff, LaJuju. I
yeah,
promise you. They
yes.
want her to, because I saw there's another creator on her, and I won't say their name, but I've noticed a lot of their stuff is selling stuff, promoting vacation spots and whatever. And somehow I wound up on their board,
Yeah.
and I got sick of the help me promote my video. Love it. I'm like, I'm leaving this one. I barely liked that lady anyways. That person, she was not nice.
No, it's
So
true, Becca. They make you, and now TikTok has this whole ad campaign, so they can actually take your videos and use it if given permission, and they
mhm.
will use your video, and it's no longer your video. And
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
no, I'm good. I know. So that's why I'm
And that's
hoping.
if you go agency.
Yes, and if you go agency, that's the thing, is that it's like almost damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's like they punish you
Right.
for not being with an
Right.
agency, because
Mhm.
you're getting, I'm not gonna say 100% because TikTok takes so much away, y'all. Y'all would not believe how
Right.
much. Yeah, Becca knows how much they take away from
I know.
us.
That's why I'm like, how much is a galaxy? I'd rather Venmo it to you than
Yes, that's
or
why.
PayPal it or whatever.
Exactly, mamas. That's why I have the link in my
That's not
bio,
my
guys.
dogs. My dogs are sound asleep. Papa said I hear Peter and Parker. I'm like, no, you don't. They're passed out.
For real.
That must be Riot's dogs.
Yes, it was Falky because he got happy because his dad got home.
Oh, there you go.
He was
Yeah,
like,
no, my boys almost you'll probably never hear my dogs on here, Papa, because they're so quiet. If they're next to me while I'm on a live or working or whatever, they're quiet. They're very good boys.
they're freaking so adorable. I love them. They're the
Yeah.
freaking cutest little things, y'all. And she has them all did up and everything. This
Mhm.
is, let
They
me
need
see
a
if I,
haircut though.
Falky, come here. Cujo needs a haircut, a little butthole. But it's funny because Falcor, he gets his bone, and Cujo's looking at me like, what, bitch? Uh,
Was she talking about me? I heard my
yeah.
name, woman.
Cujo, come here, Cujo. Come here, puppies. Here, Papa, come here.
My dogs
He knows I'm lying.
do not like treats.
For
They
real?
like they do not like treats. They won't take them.
Or they like the
But
chewy
people will go
bone.
to town. Oh, I think it was yesterday morning. I was say, all right, boys, let's go. POTTY outside, and I have to spell it, or they're gonna want to jump up.
It's
So,
freaking funny.
um,
I know, girl.
no,
They
they know what
know.
certain phrases they know.
They
You
do
know, I
know.
have to spell FOO. I have to spell FOOD, or they get excited. So yesterday morning, it was time to go POTTY, and he picks up his bone and he tries to go through the sliding glass door, but the sliding glass door wasn't open wide enough to get the stick out too. And I was like, baby, you can't take that outside. Like, you can imagine the bone like trying to push against the door because I had it open wide enough for them, but not the bone too. It was hilarious.
Girl,
I was like, Peter, you're so funny.
give me coochie. That girl,
You go find
do
a
you
log
know
for Dale.
my freaking dogs are Mexican when they know Papa. Okay. Okay.
They
Papa's
are
it's
legit. They're
food.
so adorable.
It's food. They
They're
know it's
they're little guys. They're like 8 pounds and 13 pounds. So
okay. This
they're
motherfucker.
little
He's
guys. And
supposed to
there's
be
Peter. Hi, Peter.
he's supposed to be no.
Oh,
He's supposed to be medium. Okay.
he
Tell
was
me
a
why he's
Jack
a
Russell.
little.
Yep.
Yep, you can see it, right?
Oh, no Jack Russells. I know the breed. I had a Jack Russell. I'm very allergic to them.
For real. Oh, stop. Hold on.
Yeah,
Jack Russell.
I had a Jack Russell and I had to rehome him because I was so allergic to him.
She was allergic to you, puppies. Get your phone. What babies, girl? Stop it. Falcor likes to
Good
tease
day,
Cujo,
Bruce.
y'all. He gets the
Castaway is one of
bone.
my favorite movies.
He gets the bone, and he makes Cujo chase him. Good
Oh my
day,
gosh.
Speedy. How you doing? He's like, bye, bitch. He's like, Papa? See here, Cujo. You want Papa?
Is this
You want Papa?
Cujo?
Yeah. What Papa?
Why did I think Cujo was one of the pit bulls?
Oh no, I know, right? It's funny because did you hear him right now? He's the one that went all like a psycho.
No, but that's Peter. Peter at you too, and he snarls, and he has actually bit me. I'm like, what the fuck? So now we're establishing a new relationship.
Hold on, real quick.
Waiting for the big
Speedy just
beautiful
cracked me up.
obituary. Yes, we all are. We all are, Speedy. We all are.
Oh, you should have seen that night. Remember when I had put the orange shirt up and he was the speech? Oh my God, Becca, you should have seen the comments.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. Jacqueline goes, Iran, he's right there.
When I told my dad is so pissed off at him, and he's like so disappointed in himself for not listening to me. But whatever, it is what it is. This is how. But that's how I know my parents aren't MAGA. They're just
Right.
Republicans, and they just voted how they always vote. And clearly didn't pay attention to enough of what was going on. So,
And that's what I was talking
yeah.
about earlier, Becca, is that I was talking about there's the real Republicans, okay, that still are out there, okay? And honestly, they gave them that. And then you have the Trump supporters,
Right.
and then you got MAGA.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, talk about.
Man, MAGAs are crazy.
It's just
They are.
nuts. He said, Speedy
I
said here
wonder
he
what's
has a
going to happen
playlist
to.
ready.
Yeah, he said, "I made you laugh. My day is complete." That's
You
very
did,
sweet.
Speedy. You're so sweet. Speedy's
I wonder
in
what's going to happen to
Australia.
MAGA once their orange daddy is gone. Like, who are they going to worship then?
They're gonna be like, make Trump come back again.
Oh my God! Do you know that he's on an experimental drug, and that's why he's not dying, unaliving?
Oh yeah.
It's a GLP-1, but it's like a brand new one. It's in the trial phases, and if you do, I'll have to find it. What it's called, but it's in the trial phases, and in the trial experiment notes it says a 79-year-old prominent male, and very successful, whatever they wrote up about it when he was Trump. And that's why he hasn't unalived yet, because he's got this drug that is helping extend his life. So
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see here. Oh, I get it. And the White House explicitly denies it. Let me see here. See here. The press secretary directly denied a report claiming that.
yes,
Yep. That he. I'm gonna look into that. That's a good one. Hey guys, do y'all remember we were talking about the scientists and I told y'all that I was gonna do some story time on that? I'm gonna break it up into 3 days about the different scientists that have gone missing, which I'm gonna tell you some of those stories are real freaking weird, just FYI. I'm just saying.
yeah, that's correct, sweetie. It's not been approved by the FDA, and they're giving it to our president. Well, the president, not my president.
Right? The president, not mine.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
I didn't get my medicine today, so I'm gonna have a hard time going to sleep.
Uh-oh. Does Mary Jane doesn't make you sleepy?
Girl, tell me why I take my anxiety medication. I take my sleep medication, and I'll do some Mary Jane. Oh, thank you, babe. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, my husband has an extra one for me. Yay!
Yay!
Girl,
Good, thank goodness.
I got nervous. So sometimes, guys, and the reason why I've been doing this, my not my president, for real, Speedy, for sure, not your president. I've been doing my lives a little late. Sometimes, and it sucks. Sometimes I will be on a steady, like I'll do it at 12 o'clock steady. Like you already know
You
that,
throw me
Becca.
off. I'm so used to you coming on at like 10 o'clock. And
Yes,
like I listened to you during the day, and now you got me
I
forcing me
got
to
you.
listen to all these other crazy
I'm
ass
sorry,
people
baby.
always screaming and arguing on their damn lives. I like your lives, but they're calm, and I mean, some people they're getting more and more ridiculous, and I think it's because they're
Yes.
realizing that their president is a POS,
Yeah.
and that this is not going well for him or them. And I think that they're just
Hmm.
getting mean and lashing out at this. That's just my opinion. That's what my observation has been, because it has increased the anger and the meanness, if that's a word, has gotten worse. And so I'm just like,
Yeah.
when you're not on in the mornings, I'm like, this bitch making me listen to all these other crazy ass
I'm
people.
sorry.
And
I
sometimes it's so bad that I just turn TikTok off and I go, Alexa, play China Styles, and I
I
just
can't
let her
with
play
you.
me some music.
I can't with you. I'm sorry, Becca. I'm gonna get back, guys. I'll get back. It's just what happens is that so like so a lot of y'all know that maybe y'all don't, but a lot of y'all know that's I have autoimmune diseases. So sometimes and sometimes I'm like, is this me or what? Am I doing this to myself?
Mhm.
But no, it's not. It's really because I start getting sick and low energy, and I hate it. I hate it. So
Who are you
I
trying
start
to mute? Who are you trying to mute, Papa? He says his mute finger is worn out tonight. You mean your tapping finger?
was tapping and spam muting. I
Playing
gotta get
whack-a-maga?
yes, whack a maga. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
is.
whack a maga. That's what he was doing. I said
Mhm.
spam mute him, Papa.
Mhm.
We got RK2. I don't know who
I've
RK2
had
is.
people when there's been people on your panels that are so out of control that I literally
Niggers,
just
niggers,
leave their
niggers,
thing
niggers,
up,
niggers,
and as
niggers,
soon
That
niggers,
doesn't
niggers,
work
fuck niggers, fuck
anymore.
niggers,
goodbye.
fuck niggers, fuck
That
niggers.
doesn't work anymore. You freaking
I just don't
idiot.
like the word.
But I'm not gonna allow you to stay
Um,
up here slurring while I have people in the chat, idiot.
no. um,
Sorry. Go ahead, Mama.
there'll be people on your panel that are just so out of control that I will leave their screen up, and I just keep muting as they unmute, mute, remute. I mean,
Yep.
'cause especially when you're trying to say something and they just want to unmute and talk over you. I'm like, nope. Mute, mute,
Yep.
mute, mute, mute. Yeah.
Exactly. You did,
That's why
Lena.
I call it whack-a-maga.
Whack-a-maga, that's a good one. And La Juju said that her her fingers growing muscles. Mama's
Y'all need to get one of
the
those auto
tapper,
tappers.
the auto tapper.
Yeah,
There is an auto tapper app. Don't ask me how to use it, okay? I just know
I
of
have
it.
no idea.
I just know of
Yeah, I
it.
wound up the original one I got. I loved the look of it and whatever, but I could not get the goddamn thing to work. So I sent that back and I ordered the new one, and it clips onto my phone. That's why I'm like, if I stop responding to like
Yeah, because
in chat, it's because
it's
I've turned on the
tapping.
auto tapper and I
Is it
can't
this one?
anymore. Yeah.
Is it this one, Mamas?
uh, yeah, it looks similar to that. Yes.
There's
Yeah,
also
I think that might
another.
actually be the same one.
There's another one. I bought 3 of them suckers because I said, here. I told my husband, I told
Yeah.
my kids, okay,
Uh
y'all
huh.
need to start tapping. Okay.
There you
But
go.
there is another auto tapper. Yeah, Mama, there's an auto tapper app. Yeah, just look up. I'll find it for you, La Juju, or on
Maybe Lajiji can figure out how to use it and then teach us old cronies.
right. This one is the auto tapper. Okay, so
Yeah.
it clips onto your phone like right here. So right here it just clips on, and this little sucker right here. So this you turn off the button here, and then you
Yep.
turn it on here. Right now it's at 16. If I want to go higher, I hold down the power button, it goes up to 22, and then
Girl, I put mine at 99.
you funny girl, get it. And then you see this second one, you clip it like that. You see the little blue? That's because it's tapping. So, but
Okay.
there's another one, y'all. Yes,
Louisa, which
Louis.
one would you recommend then? Because mine seems to not want to like just stay tapping. I keep having to adjust the head
Yep,
on it,
there's
and
another
it
one.
just it'll stop tapping. I'll look down, I'm like, what the hell is that thing not tapping? it's plugged in. It's fully charged. It's what you know. But
There's another one, Becca. What do you do? It's like a remote. So it Bluetooth to your phone,
hmm
and then it has like a little arrow, like if you had a mouse,
yeah,
and you
that's the
just
one I got, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to work.
you. F-
I had it Bluetooth and everything to my phone, but I swear to Buddha, I could not get it to actually do the tapping for me. So I sent the darn thing back.
Speedy said he
Like,
don't need an auto tapper. He is ADHD. I count with you, Speedy. That's why his name is Speedy Bruce. He don't be playing. Um, yeah, Lewis, they do break easy. He is right because out of those 3 tappers, that's the one that has lasted. The other
yeah.
ones broke. They stopped. I was like,
Well, this is
"Ew."
only my second one. The first one I returned, and then I have this one. And I just keep it on my desk, and I have it on hooked to my phone. I'm listening to you during the morning. I have
love
it
it.
on my phone, and yeah.
I promise you, Becca, I will try to get back on schedule, guys, where I go
Girl,
come in
you
the
do what's
morning
best for
time.
you. I'm just complaining
Honestly,
to
I do
complain.
like to do the morning, guys. One, because I don't know, I just like mornings because you're like up and let's go, get the
What are you
day.
doing?
But then,
If I could start at 5 a.m. at work every day, I would.
right? I told my
But
husband, I
then I
said
have to
this,
stay till 5 every day. That's hard.
and that's the thing. So, Speedy, usually I would be on at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Right now it is 10 p.m. Central Standard Time where I'm at.
I
Um,
think he was being
Aw,
facetious. What is the
Digger,
schedule?
you have a crush? Digger has a crush.
Lying heifer. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Now you hurt my feelings.
Oh, I'm sure it did. How rude. Don't hurt my best friend's feelings. Come on, man. You're hurting my sissy's feelings.
Girl, you see that vein?
Oh
You know I'm
Lord, have
you know
mercy.
I'm really laughing or I'm pissed. It's one of
Uh-huh.
those. I'm a s-
I think I've only seen you pissed one time as I sent you a text message on Discord.
oh
You all
yeah.
right, sis? 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen you that mad. Because
It,
you don't usually let these maggots get to you, but oh, that
I
one got you that day.
today that little boy got me because to hear the way they talk so
Papa, I can't.
where they're just like, "Oh, no, we need to be there and I support this war 100%." Are you going to go fucking enlist, little bitch? No, you're not?
Right? Well,
Oh,
tell you
okay.
what. Wait for December because the enlistment age is 42. All
Yep.
these dumbasses are gonna get drafted.
Yep. And you know what? He's
I've got one.
25.
I've got two nephews that are of age and that are not in, and I actually, if they go through with the draft, I worry they're gonna take them both. But
Yes.
the one that lives here in Washington, he actually tried to enlist and was actually already in boot camp. And they dug a little deeper into his medical file and discovered that he had been medicated for ADHD, and they sent him home from fucking boot camp.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean they won't do that now. They won't
Now
do
they
that
won't.
now because they're so desperate for people.
Mhm.
But I have his brother, actually his younger brother is enlisted in the Marine Corps, and
Yeah.
he actually repairs the planes.
Oh, wow.
And then I have another nephew who's the same age as the one that's in the Marines. He lives in Utah, and he's actually born in Switzerland, but
Oh.
so because my brother married a woman from Switzerland, and then
Get it,
things did
brother?
not work out with them.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, she was a bitch and a hoe. So anyway,
I knew you were gonna I
she
knew that
cheated
word
on
was gonna come
Michael's.
out. I don't
She
know why.
cheated on him so many times, and she destroyed him emotionally. Just completely destroyed him
That
emotionally.
shit does
And
hurt.
Michael is a Libra, and he feels
Oh.
things his birthday's a day after mine, and he feels things so fucking deeply.
Don't
They were
mess
each
with my
other's
Libras.
virgin. They were each other's virgin, and but
Aw.
anyway, so yeah,
That's
but his Michael's oldest son is of age to be enlisted. His daughter will never be enlisted. Number one, she's a girl, and under
Yeah.
this administration, that can't happen. But number two, she is actually on the spectrum. So,
You're a Leo,
but
Speedy? Oh, okay, so I have a lot of Leos. Listen, I love my Libras, okay? Listen, my
we're
20-year-old.
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
You know what I don't like about being a Libra?
What's that?
We're so indecisive because we have to weigh everything out. I
Yeah.
hate that. I shouldn't say hate because that's a really strong word, but that frustrates me about my own self because I'm so indecisive. It
Well,
takes forever to make a decision.
and
And I don't
also,
fall in love at the drop of a hat either. It takes me a while to get to know you
that's
and to
funny.
trust you. And yeah.
Because you know that Pisces fall in love at the drop of a hat. No, I don't dislike Speedy. My mom is a Leo. My best friend, well, my childhood friend, she's a Leo. My sister-in-law, she's a Leo. I've
Oh
been
wow.
around Leos a lot, but
What is the birth dates? I don't really know the birth dates outside of a Libra. What is the birth date for Leos? They're in
um,
August, aren't they?
it is July 21st to August 21st.
Okay, so my mom's a Leo. My dad is a Virgo. We actually just had that conversation the other day,
Oh, wait, when's his birthday?
August 29th.
That's crazy because my daughter's a Virgo, my 12-year-old.
Really?
Yep, she's
Okay.
September 2nd. And I was pissed
Okay.
because September 1st is the cutoff date for when you enroll your child into school, right? So I was like, oh my, I was pregnant when I was pregnant. I said, come on, baby, come out here, August 31st, no later than September 1st. Come
hmm
on. I'm literally thinking about her school.
Leos are very loyal, I think, and I can apply that to my Parker because he's a Leo. And then you have freaking Scorpios. My first husband was a Scorpio, and Peter's a Scorpio. I'm like, oh God, yeah, you live up to a Scorpio reputation. He's got the loudest personality. I know whenever you see him, he's being sweet and looking all cutie pie and whatever. But this boy has the loudest personality, and I'm never gonna forget the morning where he was trying so hard to get me to wake up, and he finally just sat on my chest. It was the funniest thing ever. I just opened my eyes and I looked at him, and I just started laughing. I was like, "You silly dog."
This is my big
Hi,
boy.
which one is
This
this?
is Falcor.
Falcor. Hi,
Falky.
Falcor. Aren't you a
Hi.
beauty?
I'm
I love that
He's
breed.
a sweetheart. He's my sweetheart. We're babies. He's a baby. I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby. I'm
If
still
it is
a
5 days of another
baby.
sign, it is cusp.
Guys, can y'all believe this is one of the dogs from the litter, the litter
From
of
the
13?
really?
Mm-hmm. This
Good
is one
God,
of the
he's
puppies.
huge.
He got big. He's like bigger than all of the rest of them. Right, babies? Yes. And I'm the albino. He's the albino.
The one that they were all attacking.
They
Yeah.
were all attacking him, guys. Imagine all his siblings. I mean, they were just, oh my God. We were pulling him
Yeah.
off, and you could just see them where they were pulling his skin. And I was just like, oh,
Yikes.
yeah,
My
he
boys
was
came
terrible.
from my was one of two, and Peter was one of four, so they didn't come from very big litters.
Yep. And Papa does have his Dane and his Bay.
Oh, it's 100. Those are big dogs,
Uh-huh.
Great Danes.
And you know what? His Great Dane likes to likes to get on
They're
Papa's
lap
lap.
dogs. Yeah, they're totally lap dogs.
Yep.
The bigger they are, the more the lap dog they think they are, and the bigger the baby they are. Oh my goodness.
Yes. La Juju, yes. And it's crazy because my husband's best friend passed away. He was really young when he passed away. He passed away oh, he was a Libra too, by the way. Um yeah, he was a Libra too. His birthday is October 10th, I think, something like that. So,
Okay.
wait.
My
Yeah.
ex-husband's was the 20th of October, so he was a Libra, but is he on the cusp of Scorpio?
No,
I don't
no.
know. I don't know. He's not.
What
Okay.
age? I mean, what date?
October 20th. October
He's
20th.
almost on the cusp. He's almost.
Okay.
You want to see
'Cause
Lewis?
he's
You
a
want to see
malignant
Falcor?
narcissist too.
Oh yeah, narcissistic. That's what I was trying to tell that dude earlier. How you gonna tell me?
Have
That
I told you everything that I went through with that man? I don't think I've told you that
No,
story.
you have not.
We'll save that for a private conversation. How about that
Sure.
answer?
Yes, girl.
Here I am
We
talking about
must.
all my health shit and not willing to talk about that one. I just don't feel like getting mad right now.
I don't
So
blame you, bro. I don't blame you. Who wants to relive their trauma? Hell no. Come here,
I'll
Falky.
leave that to my therapist. How about that answer? I'll leave it to my therapist.
I know, right?
Work that through with my therapist. I
Hey.
see him every weekend. He works. I get to see him through Teledoc on the weekends.
Aw,
So
that's what I do, girl. Fuck that.
no, but so my Jack Russell That's how I knew. I wound up having to rehome him, and the couple that I wound up rehoming him to had just lost their Jack Russell named Jack, and my Jack Russell was named Jack. And I know creative, it wasn't actually my dog for starters, it was my brother's dog. So anyway, their dog had drowned in the pond in their backyard because he didn't know how to swim. I said, well, Jack, you will have a hard time keeping him out of water because he's a total water dog. And every year she would send me a Christmas picture and she would give me an update on Jack. And then as he got older, the updates became more and more frequent because he was getting along in age. And one day I finally got the text that let me know that they had made the decision to put him down. He was very old and he was blind and he was deaf and he just didn't have the quality of life anymore. So yeah, he had a really good, like when you have to rehome, but when you have to rehome a dog, that's
He disconnect me?
there you go. When you have to rehome a pet, that's all right. When you have to rehome a pet, that is the kind of home you hope to find.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Yes.
That was. I did not expect the updates or anything. I never asked for it, but every year, like clockwork, I would. And then, like I said, they started becoming more frequent as they got older. Hey, Exquisite's in here.
Exquisite sweetheart. Hey, mamas,
Yes,
how you
she is.
doing? I know I'm on here later than usual. I know everybody freaks out.
Right now we're just chatting about pets and health and meds and
Lewis, he's a sweetheart. Like Falcor's a sweetheart. He's different. Like he loves the water. He's like spray me. He's like tries to fight the water. Okay, he's a fetch dog. He's a fetch dog.
Okay.
And he loves to
don't
play.
bring Parker near water at all. He will crawl over your shoulder and run away.
That's Push. Push don't play. He's like, just because I'm big doesn't mean I like the water. Okay, that's how he is. He's like, get away from me.
Well,
with
my
the water.
house, the house that I bought in California had a pool in the backyard, and Parker wanted nothing to do with it. I got him in there twice. By force, and he swam over to the edge, jumped out, and from that moment on, he wouldn't get any closer than 6 feet away if I was in that pool. He's like, I ain't falling for that shit. You ain't taking me in that water again. He hated it.
He was probably like, dare you do that to me, Mom? Dare you do that to me?
Yeah, he's good with the groomer. He's good at the groomer. He doesn't mind that, but no, don't try to dunk him in the water.
Oh, girl.
He doesn't like it at all. I ran across a picture of Peter when I first got him, and I was giving him his first bath because I wouldn't take him to the groomer until he had all of his shots because he was so freaking tiny.
Yeah.
So I gave him his first bath at the sink in the kitchen, and he was so tiny. Oh my god! He was less than 3 pounds when I got him, so he was a itty bitty little thing. Hi, Exquisite. How are you doing, Mama?
Hi, love.
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Hanging in there, Mama's
shooting the shit.
Yeah,
just shooting the shit, tapping the screen.
Shooting the shit right now. We had. It's just okay. So I'm live on the tube now. Exquisite. Thing is, I'm gonna have to start working more on the tube so I can, I guess, get more, more traction. And exactly. So.
And you need to have a mod over there that you trust and things like that. So.
Well, Heather asked me about that, and I need to look. I don't know if Tube allows moderators.
Yes, they do.
They do?
Well, because I listen to Dean and Parker, and they do the 2-at-1 as well. They're always got the YouTube going and then the TikTok going.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've got moderators over on that side as well.
Oh, yay!
Yes.
Because I know when
you support Trump, he's the greatest president this country has seen in decades. Wow. Okay.
Are you high? I'm just wondering. Oh, thank you, Louis. Louis be having my back too with the TikTok studios, guys. I am not joking with y'all, guys. I have this screen right here. I have my screen right here. I have my phone right here.
You sent me a picture. It's crazy. I'll have to send you a picture of my work setup. You're gonna be like, what the hell?
Girl, all I need is another monitor. If I get another monitor, that would be great. That way.
Well, they're not that expensive on Amazon. That's how I got mine.
They're not. They're not that expensive. I'm gonna get the monitor. The only thing is that I'm looking forward to getting my camera. So I don't have. I
Yeah.
mean, the phone camera's fine. It's great. It does give me the good quality and whatnot.
Your laptop doesn't have a built-in camera on it?
It does, but it's not
Not
as
that great.
sharp as
Okay.
as the iPhone. So,
Okay.
but I know that it's about a good $300. So hopefully I can start monetizing on the tube, and that's when I'll worry about that. You
I
know.
literally never go over to YouTube, so I'm like, but
You
who
under
knows
the
how?
Are
I
you
just
under the
never
same
go.
name?
I sure am. At Right Maker 94, mamas.
All right,
Everything.
I'll search you out a bit.
Love you, exquisite. Thank you, mamas. Guys, don't forget my link is in the bio. It is the tree link tree.
The link tree.
Okay, and it's got
Mm-hmm.
everything on there. It's got my tube on there. It's got my different forms of payment. It's got the paying it forward. You don't have to use that form of payment for paying it forward. You can use all three that I have on there. Just put a note and let me know to help feed those in need. And then I also Riot Radio is almost done, guys. I'm excited.
Woohoo.
Listen, my husband. I woke up. Was it Monday? Was it
You already
Monday?
licensed that name, right? So that no one else can have
Yeah,
it.
sure
Okay.
did. And I woke up and my husband and I said, "Babe," and I was like, "Oh my God, you got the website?" He's like, "Yes, I just need to publish it." And I was like, "So it's not letting me do that." And I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe you actually got it. I got it to exactly how I want it." So I'm
That's
excited.
awesome.
So as
That's
soon as I can
awesome.
get my merch, yes, guys, I can. If I can get my merch started, because I'm gonna just start with something small, probably shirt, uh,
Hmm.
mug.
Girl, I have
Um,
a friend who does that kind of stuff, and she's in Houston.
oh really? Oh, girl,
Hmm.
we need to talk.
We've been friends for over 20 years. So,
Ah, yes,
hmm,
I would love. I
yeah,
need
and
to
she is a woman of color, and she's fucking amazing.
get
So,
it. Yes,
I love
I'm
we
so
I met her in 2002 because of the gastric bypass surgery.
mhm.
And check this out, our doctor for that surgery, his name was Dr. Calorie. We
That's
I'm
always
so
freaking
joke
glad.
about
funny. Go
I'm
ahead,
so
exquisite.
glad you hear some. I'm so glad to hear some good things are starting to come together for you.
it. Yes,
I
I
know,
know.
right? Thank you. Exquisite. Thank you, La Juju. I'm excited, y'all. I was really nervous to start going live on the tube. But I just need to continue to post more videos. It does automatically post my live stream, so that's a good thing. I've
Okay.
been seeing people have been viewing there's been
The
viewers.
ones on YouTube? Okay.
Uh-huh. And
Right on.
so I was like, okay, thank you guys. Check it out. Also, I've been getting some good views. Like almost got 1,000 views on one video. I mean, slowly but surely
Are
you
you
start work.
posting are you posting the same videos there that you post here?
I sure
Okay.
do. So I just take
Yeah,
whatever and
don't.
post it and add it to
Yep.
that. So we can just, because it's
Yeah.
not, it's a lot. It's a lot,
Yeah.
guys.
Well, the thing about YouTube though is you can also do long form. You don't have to do the short ones that you do here on TikTok.
Exactly.
So,
But yeah, you can do the shorts or you can do the longs.
mhm.
So I like that. So it looks as though the shorts though is crazy because the shorts videos I get more views on than I do the
You
long
know why?
videos
You know why?
because of scrolling.
Attention span.
Yep.
Yep.
Attention
Exactly.
span.
Mhm.
TikTok created people shortened people's attention span, so they're used to the short videos. I even get annoyed with the longer ones, and if it's someone that I know and I care about and I'm trying to support, I'll force myself to listen to the entire thing. Then I do all the things, and then I scroll on. Yeah,
Yep.
but TikTok created that,
Yep.
where it's only 30 seconds, and then they went to 2 minutes, and then they went to 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to sit through this for 10
I know.
minutes.
It's true though. I mean, guys, also don't forget you can
Mhm.
tap and hold the screen and it will what is it, 2 times the speed if you want to get through your friends' videos.
Yep.
Yep.
They'll sign.
Well, and there's actually if you hold your finger down, and it'll like a thing at the very bottom of the screen pops up 2 times speed, and you just select it, and you
And it
can
just does it
release
for
it.
you.
It'll just
Oh,
automatically. Yeah, you don't have to
Speaking
hold your
that
finger
was
down.
speaking of which, woman, where is that video from your San Diego trip?
oh shit.
Probably buried.
No, I haven't, girl. I have it on
You
my
haven't
phone.
loaded it?
No.
Oh my
I keep on
gosh.
forgetting. I need to load it. I need to load Exquisite. I need to load it, and I have it. Actually, I even
Are you
have.
on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but I'm private,
Okay.
mommies. But we can be
I'm
friends.
I'm on Facebook too. I only open Facebook because I got rid of Facebook when I realized Meadow supported Trump. But I got it back to make some money in the marketplace because I got all this vintage Pyrex and vintage Corningware,
Hmm.
and I'm starting over when it comes to like decorating my new home, and it's just all new, vibrant, popping colors, everything. So I'm gonna sell all of that stuff and use that towards purchasing the new stuff.
You know,
So
it's crazy because La Juju, it's funny, right? Dr. Calorie.
I know.
um, no, I don't really.
Still
Listen,
funny 23 years later.
I'm not like a social media person, so I only had my Facebook because family, and old friends.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
then TikTok was my first social media. I never got on
Yeah.
Insta. I never got on any of those, honestly. And I just started doing TikTok, and I to find my niche, I'd always think to myself, and I'm sure my niche is like right under my nose, and I'm just overlooking
Hmm.
it. I was the
Hmm.
whole time. I love doing
Well, when
this.
Evan was in, I had found some prison wife support groups,
Hmm.
and a lot of them were so shocked and angry at him for what went down between the two of us because
Hmm.
of all of the couples that you saw in these groups, they were like, we thought for sure the two of you were going to actually be the ones to make it. And we made it through the sentence and him coming home, but I left him 7 months after he got home. So,
So funny.
because he decided that he wanted other women. He's like, I only my needs and wants matter. And he started sleeping with other women. I was like,
You
bye.
know, Rebecca, I was listening to this guy on TikTok, and he was making a video. Let me see if I can find it. And he was talking about, like, people, guys and men that come out of prison, and
Hmm.
they do what they do, and he's like, he's like, it's the women. We love y'all, and we talk all this shit, when we're locked up because we're locked up.
Hmm.
It's like, and
Hmm.
and you all do everything for us, buy us what we
Hmm.
need. You're there to support,
Hmm.
and then at the end of the day, we just end up screwing y'all over. And um, for real, Lewis. And he
Thank you,
was,
Louis. I honestly am in a place right now because of what I went through with him. I don't want one. I need some time to
hell
heal.
yeah, girl.
I've always been that way when I've been in a serious relationship where I actually loved the person. I
Yeah.
take a break and I allow myself time to heal because I don't want to carry that baggage with me to the next
Hmm.
relationship. So I'm in therapy and I'm working on me.
Thank
So
you, exquisite. You know what,
you're welcome.
Becca? I'm gonna tell you, like my daughter, she's like, Mom, she's like, I'm scared. I'm scared to be with somebody. And I said, I
Yeah,
understand
it's
that. I
scary.
get it. It's scary. I
Hmm.
can understand. She's like, because I mean, he's gonna cheat on me. And I said, not all men are like that, baby. It's just
Yeah.
not. It's just unfortunate. That's why when I was listening to Chico, who was up here earlier, and he was talking about
Hmm.
where you just got to guide. Like, this guy was literally telling me that you can give therapy to your children. No, you cannot. Okay,
No,
not even if you are an actual professional. Uh,
you should not.
you're not.
No,
Yeah, you're not
conflict of
supposed.
interest. No, it's a conflict of interest.
Exactly. And I told him, I said, he goes, "Oh, so you just stopped being their parent?" And I said, "I will always
I
be their
think I heard
parent."
that
You heard that?
person saying about you're a bad parent and calling you all
Oh,
kinds
that
of
was that
horrible
other
names.
idiot. That was that
Oh,
other
okay, well I
fool.
heard that one and I was like, what the f?
Yeah, I
Because he
was.
was accusing you of being a horrible mom because you're on here every
Yeah,
day. It's like, well, first of all, she's not on here every day.
I know.
You know.
And I was like,
Second of all, most of her kids are grown, so
exactly, girl. That's what I told him. I said, "What are you
you
talking
don't
about?"
know her or her personal life, the age of her children, or if
Exactly.
they even live with her anymore. Get the f
Exactly.
out of here.
For real, girl.
Not
I
to
said, my kids are
The
grown.
assumptions, man. The
Yes,
assumptions.
they're
not to
crazy.
mention not to mention the fact that he was seeing a small portion of her life and has no idea
Right.
what she does throughout the rest of the day.
Well,
For
you know what? You
real,
know what though,
girl.
exquisite. It's her fault because she looks so fucking young. So it's her fault that they make those. It's her fault they make assumptions that she has children at home because she looks so young.
Thank you, Mama.
Like when she finally told me how old she was, my jaw hit the floor. Like what?
Okay,
Nobody
now I'm
believes me
curious.
either. Nobody believes me either. I was at a bar one night and a guy asked me my age and I told him, he goes, "No, the fuck you're not." I'm like, "Yes, I am." And he goes, "I want to see your ID." And I showed him I showed him my ID and he looked at me. He was like, "Wow." I was
All
like,
right, Ryan,
I
spill.
get it from my mama.
I'm gonna send it to you right now, Exquisite. I'm gonna send it to you.
My mom is about to be 75, y'all, and she does not look 75. Let's just put it that way.
I sent it
So-
to
You know, it's funny. When I was younger, I used to always get mistaken for older. Like I could get into clubs when I was a teenager.
Wow.
I dated a guy as a teenager that owned a fucking club.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Girl.
But as I got of age, everybody started demanding that I was younger.
Yep.
Like I
Yeah.
remember even when I was 11 years old, I was talking to what was my best friend at the time in the line of the concession area of this roller rink that we used to go to.
Mhm.
And this lady pulled me aside later and demanded to know my age. And when I told her, she told me I was lying.
Oh
She
my
said that
gosh.
she had overheard a conversation between me and my male best friend, and there was no way in hell I was only 11 years old, that I had to be at least 17 at the time, minimum.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I kept getting mistaken for younger or for older when I was younger, but when I got closer to being of age,
Yeah.
everybody started guessing younger, to the point where I literally had people demanding to see my ID because they were afraid that they were going to commit some sort of crime.
You know what?
Wow.
Exquisite. That's my
Jeez.
daughter, my 28-year-old, my second oldest. She's like, "Mom, it's crazy." She said, when I of course when I was younger, she was they always thought I was older. And then she said, and now that I'm older, they're like, "Oh, you're 19. Oh, I swear I thought you were just 20." She's like, "What the hell?" She's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
I was, she could get into clubs and all that because,
Yeah.
she looked older. She's like, now that I go, yeah, baby, it happens that way sometimes. It's just, because you
Yeah.
end up just staying looking the same as you did when you were that age. And so
Yeah.
it's just, and it just stays. It happens. Like, get it, sister.
Yep.
And
Nobody
yeah,
believe. I'm about to be 50, y'all. Nobody ever believes me, but I am about to be 50. So.
girl, we're too old to be young, and we're too young to be old. Okay, that's how I see it. Shit.
So I learned something new about the color of hearts. If you see people using green, and I just use it because it looked pretty, but
Yeah.
so in this case this doesn't apply. But that's the color that a lot of transplant patients use because it says that they're
Oh,
transplant.
really?
It stands for someone who's getting a transplant. I don't know that it matters what organ. I don't know that it's specific to liver or kidney or whatever, but green is transplant.
I swear I thought green meant Mary Jane. I'm just saying.
Oh,
My
well,
bad.
they found another meaning for it for
Oh,
green.
okay. So, because I know that purple is mental health, right?
Yes, I believe so.
And then purple also means independent.
What are you showing us, Exquisite?
What's
Do you
that?
see that picture?
Oh, you want me to blow it up?
Blow
That
it
was
up.
me. That was me 3 months before I turned 18 at a weekend modeling event.
Oh my goodness. What the hell
Hold on. What?
happened to my screen? Wow.
Hold on.
You were how old in this picture?
3 months from turning 18.
Oh my gosh,
That was-
yes.
that was
I can
taken-
see.
That was taken by a professional photographer at a professional modeling event after I had just had my hair and makeup done.
Wow.
I can see why they.
You were
thought you were
beautiful,
older,
though.
girl, but you're beautiful, sister.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
body.
she is.
Freaking get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
My one of my former car club members, he came into the house one time because we were going to take him to meet my body shop guy because he needed some work done.
Mhm.
So we're driving to my body shop guy's place of business, and he asked me, he says, "Who was that hot blonde in that picture in your house?" And I went, "What are you talking about?" He says, "The one that was he said the one that was on my husband's nightstand, right? What was my boyfriend at the time and is now my husband.
Right.
And I looked at him and I said, that was me. Shut up.
You're like,
Even
what?
my own
She's hotter than me. I would have
even
started
my,
messing with him.
Yeah, for sure.
even my own brother saw that picture that my best friend had and said, wait a minute, who's that?
Oh my God.
Get it, girl.
Mhm.
Get it, girl. Hey, you look like you're a tall woman too. Exquisite.
About
Yeah, she looked
5'8",
like
5'9" without heels on.
I was gonna guess 5'9". Yeah.
You know, back then I used to cry because of my height and my big feet. And when I went to the podiatrist, because I was flat-footed, and so back then they did they did the whole foot thing, and I was crying. I said, I just hate my big feet, and I was young, I was a little girl. And he was like, baby, he's like, honey, he said, look how tall you are. How silly would you look if you had little feet? And imagine how much you would fall over if you had small feet. And I never forgot what he told me when he told me that.
Aw.
And I thought to myself, I would look funny if I had some small feet being stuck.
Uh-huh.
So I was,
When I lost all my weight, I went from a size 8.5, 9 all the way down to a 7.
oh yeah, girl.
I've got really narrow feet. So
I have really wide feet, and my son gets that shit from me. I have wide.
yeah.
I wear a size 9 in men. I wear a size
Oh
11
wow.
in women. Hmm.
I right now I'm wearing 8s, 8 to 8.5 depending on the shoe.
That's big ass feet. And my hands. My
You
hands
should
are
see
not
my
small.
feet that when they're not swollen with infection like that one in March. Oh my God, that was so bad. When they're not swollen like that, they're like I have had people go, "You have tiny feet." I'm like, I do.
You're like,
You
They-
realize
They
You
look
realize you're
normal to
only-
me.
you're only a year older than me, Riot.
what?
Yeah, I'm
older.
46.
I'm older than you, mommies.
I'm older than
Probably
both
only
of
a
y'all,
year.
so
I'm still older than you. No, I'm saying. When's your birthday?
I got both y'all
Exquisite?
beat.
October.
October what?
You're a Libra.
Same day as Kamala Harris, October 20th.
Oh, that's the same day as my ex-husband. Shut the fuck up. Thank you for giving me a better person to celebrate on the
Right?
20th. Now I have two better people to celebrate that date for.
Exquisite's a Libra. You almost got on that cusp, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my husband is a Scorpio on that cusp.
I'm
He's
sorry.
October 29th.
I'm sorry.
Really?
I was
And he's a
married to
little
a Scorpio.
he's a little over a year younger than me.
Mine was 11 years younger than me.
When we first started, my friends, one of our mutual friends kept trying to push us together. And I kept telling him, I was like, I don't want to play teacher. Because I had a feeling he didn't have much of any experience in relationships.
Right.
And he came off as a player to me. And I was kind of right, because his longest relationship prior to me was 2 months. And we've now been together. Next month will be 22 years we've been together.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Yep.
Let me tell you, because
LaJuju, I'm about to be 50 in October.
And you know what? How old are you, right? Rebecca? Oh, I'm 4'7", mamas. I'm 4'7".
I'm 49 right now. I'll be 50 in 3 more months.
Listen, my husband, right? So my husband is he's December 13th. And then I'm March, right? And I was like, man, you rocked the cradle for like 3 months. And he goes, shut the hell up. And I go,
Oh, you're gonna
tell
love
him Becca was married to a man 11 years younger than her.
bro,
you're gonna love this. So when my husband teases me about me being older,
yeah.
I tell him, I said, that's okay, because if I'm robbing the cradle, you're robbing the grave. So who really got the worst end of the stick?
That's a good one, girl. That's a good one.
Well, Juju, that's why I told her it's her fault that because she ages so gracefully. So it's her fault people think she's younger.
Thank you, La Juju. I appreciate you, baby. Y'all, my husband, okay. So we were 24. We had just had our son. He was still an infant. And we were moving into these apartments that I actually grew up in, right? And we had to find a place and all this shit. But we found this apartment. So I went to the apartment. We put the application in, and he didn't have a haircut. He let his beard grow. He was like kind of like rough looking. Falcor, what are you doing? And drop it.
I love Exquisite with you. She's awesome.
Drop it.
She's good people.
I know. I love it. I'm gonna tell your dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
You should see under my bed. Peter has a treasure trove of Kleenex and paper towels and whatever, because he has this issue with paper. He loves paper. And so every time you drop a Kleenex or you drop a paper towel, he snatches it and runs under the bed with it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Riot.
Yes, mamas.
Did either you or your husband live in San Diego before?
My husband used to live in San Diego.
No
he did
shit.
not tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He lived in San Diego for a little while. As a matter of fact, we met the summer of '94. He had just come back from San Diego.
Wow.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was born and raised in San Diego.
Did he spend much of any time in, say, like East County, San Diego?
I don't know. I will ask him. I know he stayed with his aunt and uncle because his uncle was military. So let me ask him. I know he was. Shit, I need to ask him. That's a good question.
Right. I knew a Joaquin back in the '90s in San Diego.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah. That's why when you mentioned you were going to San Diego and you had said your husband's last name, I went, I wonder what the chances are.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, did you go to Mission Bay?
I lived all over San Diego County, but no, never Mission Bay. I mean, I hung out in that area, but I didn't live up there.
Yeah, that's an expensive area.
What was the high school? Isn't there a high school?
High schools? No, not that I know of. High schools I went to, and the Joaquin that I knew did not go to the same school as me. I don't even remember how I met him.
Oh, because my husband's a hoe.
Yeah, mine was too.
I'm gonna say it again.
Like I said, he came off as a player.
Yes, Joaquin was a hoe.
I grew up in East County, but not El Cajon, East County. I grew up in Spring Valley. Good.
If he could, the reaction I'm sure would be hilarious.
That's because my husband's a hoe.
Now she's trying to get him.
Babe, come here, baby. I'm just fucking around. I was gonna go. Babe, well, high school Exquisite said she knew a Joaquin. She's from San Diego, and in the '90s, yes, she's about our age, okay. And I said my husband's a hoe. So, so she said, "Wait, what high school did you go to?" In Mission Bay. Where did you say you were?
We did go to Mission Bay.
Which one did you say? You said the East. What, mamas? Exquisite.
At that time that I knew him, I was doing homeschooling through Helix High School.
Okay.
Okay, so but you asked me if he ever hung out because he would hang out a lot everywhere. You said the East. What?
Well, I lived in East County at the time, so and I knew. As I remember, he was around my mom's house with me at one point.
He was around.
It was the same Joaquin. It was
because we were having a party for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that this chick, she was way older than him, and she was married to. He was
definitely not me. I've only been married once.
No, I know it wasn't you because y'all would have been teenagers at the same time. But this chick was older, and she was all on my husband. Like she wanted him, and no, girl, he's on the phone with my daughter. He's on the phone. Baby, come here. I'm gonna show them your face. He didn't want to. I love him. No, listen. Let me tell you. Okay, so summer of '94, when I was in, I was taking summer school classes because I was homeschooled, and he failed math, and that's why he had failed. So he was taking math, and the first.
Hold on, just a second, Adam. I don't know who you are. My grandparents are all passed away, so Thank
Huh?
you for the comment, but I am definitely not your granddaughter.
What the hell?
Weirdness.
That
By the
yeah.
way, that picture I
Yeah.
showed you,
Uh-huh.
that picture that I
My
showed
last
you,
grandfather
that
died unalived in 1989.
that
So
picture that I showed you was taken probably only about a year after I would have last seen your husband, if it's the same guy.
if it's the same Joaquin, yeah. You have to understand that there's a huge Hispanic community in San Diego.
No, for
So
real.
Yeah,
yeah,
very true. My husband was part of that Hispanic community out there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you
But
know,
you typically you'll find them in National City and Chula Vista though, not East County.
That's
right.
where he came from.
Exactly.
Okay.
The Chula Vista over there. Okay, yeah.
Girl,
When
you
they saw
talking
my
about native.
when
You
they
talking about
said
native, born and raised. I
when
know
they
my San Diego.
listen when they freaking saw my Texas plates back in 2010,
Mhm.
I was in Chula Vista because I couldn't find a hotel. I found a motel there real quick just so we could sleep for the night.
Mhm.
And the next day, they started throwing like beer bottles at us. I said, "What the hell?" I was like, they're like,
Damn.
"Yeah." They were like, "F Texas." I was like, "Okay, bro."
Wow.
I was like,
Wow.
"Yes." And then my husband's crazy, so and we're younger. I was like, "Just leave him alone." I said, "Cause I got the kids in here and
Can you
stuff."
can you
But
do me a favor and delete that comment? It's bothering me. Creeping me out.
that freaking me the fuck out.
It's creeping me out. Like I don't have my last grandpa died in 1989. This guy is weird,
He said,
and
"What?"
he's like just sitting there. Like if the chat just moved forward, got rid of it, and not eyesight would be fine. But thank you. Oh
Welcome,
God, that was
baby.
driving me
There's
crazy.
11 little followers.
Look, nothing like my grandfather either.
No, for real. I blocked his happy
No,
ass too.
my dad's father died in 1985, and my mom's dad died in unalived. Sorry, in 1989.
Oh,
So
really?
You want to
that
hear?
was the one with pancreatic cancer.
You want to hear some really uncanny shit?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm down.
So, my husband, mind you, his first and last initial, LH. On my hand in mirror images,
Uh-huh.
right in between my index finger and middle knuckles,
Uh-huh.
there's
Oh
an
gosh.
L on one side and an H on the other. The L is
Stop
from
it.
a surgery that I had when I was 15.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, I met my husband when I was 24, about a year
Wow.
after he lost his mom. The H
Wow.
has been there as long as I can remember, and I have no idea how it got there.
Wow.
His initials are literally scarred on me in mirror images.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
On top of that, my legal middle name, same as one of his sister's middle names. My baptized middle name, same as his mother and his other sister.
Wow.
The date that I took possession,
together.
the date that I took possession of my first Toyota Supra, which was one of my dream cars, same day as his mother's birthday, different year.
Oh wow. Yeah, my ex had this thing for numbers and stuff like that. He was a big believer in that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I'm a big believer about that. So
Hmm.
I'm March 3rd.
I just don't understand it.
So
So
like, well, like the threes, that's like a good omen, right? Like 333. So I
right.
always wondered where's my other three because my social starts with a three, which is really weird because my generation we're supposed to start with fours.
Mine
Um,
starts. I start with 5.
well, my generation in Texas, mama.
Okay.
So people ask me if I'm from up north, like Michigan. I'm like, no, what the hell?
Oh.
No.
Hmm.
But I couldn't figure out. I'm like, where's my third three, right? And I was like, and then I figured it out because I'm March 3rd. My granddaughter, she's March 17th. She's a St. Patty's baby, and my son is March 24th. And no matter what, even if it's leap year, it doesn't matter. We will always fall on the same day of the week.
Oh wow.
So yeah, in infinity and beyond. And so I said that's my three threes because it's 3 weeks, uh, and there it's all three in March. So I'm all about the threes, guys. I get all about that. Good God, Gabby and Papa said, "Oh, y'all." Speaking of exquisite, let me tell you, at my neighbor, my old neighbor. Okay, so she would talk to me about how thank you mamas for the days you heard me.
Of
She would tell
course.
me about her mom and how her mom introduced her to crack,
Oh
and
Lord.
her mom got her to do it with her.
Mm.
And she was young, y'all, like 13 years old, okay?
Wow.
And then she would tell me, she's like, girl, she would treat me like shit. She's like, my husband at the time, my ex, she's like, he was so horrible to me. She's like, but she would treat me like shit, and she was so nice to him. She's like, she
Huh.
made me sleep outside in the shed, and he could sleep
Mm.
inside the house, but I couldn't. She's like,
Wow.
yeah, she's like, when she was on her deathbed, she would be like, because they call her China, and she was like, China. She's like, where's China? And she was like, I would have to hide behind my mom's bed or on the side
Mm.
behind her so she wouldn't see me because she would get pissed off. And she was like,
Wow.
I don't know why my mom hated me so much. And she's like, you know what's weird though? And I said, what? She said, um, she her birthday is 0606. She goes, and she died in 2006.
Holy crap.
And I said, oh shit, girl.
Yeah.
But
Yikes.
also 666 can also mean angelic.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
If you go to my page right now and look at one of the first posts that I ever did,
Mm-hmm.
it's a screenshot of my account when I hit triple sixes on both my following and my followers at the same time.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
really?
Wow.
Yep.
You got
I
the
noticed
666
it when I noticed it when I was in a live,
Mhm.
and I commented on it, and as I made the comment, I went ahead and I took the screenshot too from another phone or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody else in the live, one of my mutuals now, was one of the other mods in the live, said, "Oh no, we're gonna fix this."
Yeah.
I know, for real. Because, you know, because what I was gonna tell you, oh my, so okay, so the deal between me and my husband with our kids was he names the girls, I name the boys, right? I only had one boy. I'm just saying. And then I
Yeah.
named him right after I named him after his dad, but his middle name is Roman. Middle name is Roman. So but what was crazy, so I said with our last child, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm naming her. Okay. He was like, go ahead, name her, you know. So her name is Juliet. And
We
then
see you, Papa. We're just not discussing that right now.
what did he say?
Legally, 314,000 votes should have
I would
not
be careful
been in
about reading
Georgia
that
for
out
a general
loud.
election.
Yeah, that shit's not true. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna freaking mute your ass, okay, Papa, and I'm gonna mute you completely. And if you have something to say, you can come up here, but you need to shut your mouth because you just keep talking and talking and talking, and you're not new to me, just so you know. So oh god dang it, what was I telling y'all? Shit, I lost my train of thought because of this motherfucker.
Sorry, I
Well, that's
interrupted you. I
okay.
should have just left it alone.
Oh,
But he
you're
was
fine.
going to start spamming.
I
So,
know. And that shit is some bullshit, Pa. So just saying. God dang it, what was I saying about my kids? Oh, so I was thinking like, what middle name should I name her? And then I was like, I like Azriel, right? Azriel.
that's
So,
pretty.
right? I was like, that's pretty. So Juliet Azriel. And then my cousin was like, what the hell? You're gonna name her that? And I said, yeah. He's like, that's the angel of death. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I looked it up
Oops.
and
I had no idea.
neither did I, but I was like, it's the angel of death only in some places. Thank you for the daily heart me. Who was that, Rayo? Tammy! Hey, baby! Tammy in the chat. That's my home slice, guys. I'm not playing when I tell. Listen, people think I'm lying. Tammy can tell you in the chat. Tammy, did we not have to get a full government clearance in order to do the job that we were doing. Thank you, Righteous Giggles. How are you doing, mommies? I know I'm on
FBI
late.
check, she said. Wow.
Yeah, FBI. I told y'all
I don't
FBI.
know that would carry any weight with today's FBI. Sorry.
That part.
Back
That part, girl.
then it carried weight, but the joke right now.
No, for real. But yeah, we had
Isn't that guy a DRUNK? I don't know how he still has his job.
What are we talking about? FBI clearances?
Cash, but they had some sort of job. I'll let her tell you.
Yeah, I had we used to work for TRICARE, and
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, and well, we had access to a lot of social security numbers, so like
Yeah.
they were not fucking around, and
No.
we had a really high clearance. We were contractors to the military. Yes, we did we were contractors for the military, and Tammy was awesome. She was one of the leads, and uh, she was always and all the medical records. Yes, we had all their medical records, so it was very sensitive information. So people think I'm lying. I am not lying. Okay. And when I worked for the VA, I had to get another clearance. They even made me go take my fingerprints and all sorts of shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I had to do that when I worked for the school district. I had to do a drug screen, and I had to have my fingerprints done, the whole nine.
Shit, I have to clear an FBI background check every 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Really? What do you do?
Nope.
I work with insurances all day, every day too. So what she's talking about, like, yep, I have access to all that too.
Righteous
And
Giggles,
some of
I
them
can.
are TRICARE patients.
Oh yeah, the TRICARE patients. Yeah, they don't fuck around. We don't. I mean, and
Like
we
that.
we would be the ones who would authorize whether their claim would Grease Monkey. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, hey, Giggles.
Righteous Giggles funny. She says she has a complaint to the manager of the weather. It's 98 and 98
Oh my
humidity.
lord. Yeah.
Sister, I
It hit
feel you.
98 in Washington State today. It's miserable.
I'm. Mm-mm.
And the whole West Coast is on fire. I don't know if you guys realize that.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me if y'all can hear this.
Yeah.
Tell me
Canada, too.
Are they still on fire?
Last I heard, yeah.
They started like a week ago. The West Coast fires are going all the way down. Like there's some in Washington, there's a lot in Oregon, some in California, and then across into like Colorado, Nevada, Utah. A bunch of fires.
Mayor Falcor.
I thought this was supposed to be an El Nino year, which means it's supposed to be rainy, not fiery. It's supposed to be a severe weather year, is what they're saying.
Falcor. Girl, for real, Tammy, you know how it's fucking hot as hell, right? Tammy, you want to see my you want to see Falky? Look, real quick, can y'all hear this? Look, check it out. Listen.
Riot Radio. Oh, and by the way, fuck Trump.
Yes. I love that.
So,
Yes.
I love that.
so every time I plug my phone in or disconnect it, it says that. And my husband
Fucking love that.
Tammy, you hear that? Tammy. Guys, when I go to the doctor's office and I plug
Now
my
you
phone
need
in
a
there. I plug my
now you
phone
need a
in.
theme song done by Gold Digger
Right?
or Grave Digger. Grave Digger's his
Grave
name. Yeah.
Digger. I know what
Oh,
you're
I
talking
love
about.
Grave Digger. He's
I like Grave
awesome.
Digger. Right, girl. I'm for real. I need you to be even more careful of Oh, Righteous. Don't even get me started, girl. Because mamas, I think my daughter got that parasite. My
No
oldest.
way.
Mm-hmm. She
Uh-oh.
doesn't listen to me, y'all, because I made her go to the hospital here close to my house, right? And they did a CT of her abdomen. They had her give her a UA, right? And they're like, Mom, they said I have a UTI. I go, yeah, but people can have UTIs and not even realize it, right? You're not going in there with symptoms of a UTI. You're literally shit. Yes,
Yikes.
Righteous. Not 7 days. My daughter's been weeks.
Oh my
No,
god.
that's bad. That needs
Exquisite.
some serious attention.
I'm pissed because I keep telling her, I said, baby, it's not the parasite that I'm worried about. I'm worried about the dehydration.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That is what's
Yeah, because
concerning.
it literally can take your life. One of my old coworkers
Yes.
almost went through that.
Yep. It
She
can.
literally was on death's door.
At the
Yes,
point that
girl.
I went to the hospital in 24, I had been throwing up for 3 weeks straight. I could not keep water down, broth down, nothing.
It's horrible.
And I got there and they said, we need to operate on you right now or you're going to die. Because I had a hernia that had strangulated my bowels.
Mhm.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that, and my mom was concerned about dehydration because I wasn't keeping anything down, you know?
Right. And okay, so severe cases with vomiting like that, absolutely dehydration. And especially if you got the coming from both ends. Now she doesn't. It's just the one end, but she said it is violent, like Righteous said.
Yeah.
It is bad, explosive. Her stomach hurts bad.
I bet
She's
her
like,
butt is raw too.
she's like, yeah. And she's like, I'm so hungry,
Mhm.
Mom. And I said, you need to go back to the girl. I called the hospital. I was so pissed. I said, um, why would y'all dismiss her with a UTI when her symptoms were not that of a UTI? Okay, good, y'all found a UTI, get antibiotics for that. I said, but why wouldn't y'all do a stool sample considering
Right.
the breakouts that we're having in Texas of the parasite? Because we're under the
Oh, wow.
impression that she got, caught it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, bring her bring her back. And she didn't want to go back. She said, I'm tired, I'm too tired. And I was like, my child. Now she was
That's
like,
when you call 911 and have them take her in an ambulance.
you know what, that's a great point. I'm gonna tell my
Mhm.
daughter, my 28-year-old, she'll do it. Let me ask real quick.
When I went to the hospital in March Exquisite, I called 911 because my foot was like balloon swollen up. I couldn't drive. It was the right foot, so I couldn't drive myself. My mom has bursitis really bad in her right leg, and so she wasn't driving at the time either. And then my dad is bedbound. So I called 911 to take my ass to the emergency room, and I got diagnosed with sepsis that visit. So,
Oh, I'm glad you at least got seen. Remember when the first round of C19 happened?
Oh,
yes, I do.
So
Uh,
hubby started showing symptoms first, right?
Uh-huh.
And he went in to go to the doctor, and they went ahead and it's just allergies or that kind of shit. No big deal. Didn't even bother to test him. And we're sitting at work like a few days later. We were both supervisors in different departments at the same property, working the same shifts, same days off, all that.
Right.
And we're sitting there at lunch in the EDR, and he tells me about how he had another employee that got sprayed by a skunk, and he couldn't smell it. And I looked at him sideways, and I went, "You realize that's a symptom of C19."
Right.
And he goes, "Yeah, I know, but the doctor said." I said, "I don't give two shits what the fucking doctor said."
That's right.
And sure enough, we both ended up tested positive for it because I started showing symptoms shortly after he did. And mind you, the first night I was out for like 3 weeks. I get clearance to go back, right? So my first night back after being gone for 3 weeks, and I'm sitting there with my boss and a guest, and we're all talking. And one of his coworkers in his department called upstairs, and she gets me, and the first thing she says is, "Whatever you do, don't freak out." Really bad way to start a conversation, saying, "Oh, just the person I'm looking for. Whatever you do, don't freak out." And she tells me that my husband had just checked himself into the ER with a resting heart rate of nearly 130.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And my boss says, when she found out, she says, "Well, you want to go home?" Or she said, you want to go? And I says, "Why? What's the point?" I said, "They won't let me in to be with him right now. I'm just going to go home and drive myself crazy. The best thing for me to do is just to stay here, finish out my day, and hopefully I'll get some news beforehand." So I'm leaving from the end of my shift, and my phone starts going off like crazy. And it's him, and he's saying, first I got a message saying that he's been released from the hospital. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I get a few more. And I'm like, I'm just going to get home and find out what's going on. I found out that he actually had a resting heart rate of nearly 140 and drove himself to the fucking ER, even though we live about what is it? I think like 5 or 6 miles from the hospital, and our work was only 4 miles from the house. I told him, I said, I could have driven home, picked you up, and taken you. You put yourself and other people in danger. I told him, I said, if you do that again, I'm going to take you out myself.
Oh my God.
Now, mind you, while he was recovering at one point, his blood pressure was dipping dangerously low. And I told him if he got below a certain number, I was taking him to the emergency room, no questions asked.
Wow.
It wasn't until after we were both recovered, I found out he hid the fact from me that he was having breathing issues too.
Oh no.
Oh wow. You know, let me tell
Yep.
you. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna step away real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. Hold on. Y'all can hear my-
That trip to the ER in March. Not only did it save my life because it found the sepsis, but that's when I found out about my cirrhosis diagnosis. So, and I'll tell you what, I never thought I'd say that I'm thankful for sepsis, but I'm thankful for sepsis because if I didn't go to the ER that day, I would have kept drinking,
Okay.
and my cirrhosis would have gotten worse and worse and worse because I wasn't showing any symptoms of cirrhosis, none, or at least not the ones that you are most commonly known of, right? Like the turning yellow and stuff like that. I didn't have any of that shit going on. Mine was found through blood work and then ultimately an ultrasound.
Damn.
So, but if I hadn't gone when I did in March, I would have kept drinking and just my liver would have gotten worse and worse and worse. So,
Damn.
yeah.
I know, Chiefs. It is late for me. I just took my medication right now, so I don't have to worry. So I can try to go to sleep early and might tell my husband to
Oh,
wake me up. 'Cause-
Riot, you remember the shithead I sent you the proof on? The nasty fucker on here?
Mhm.
Yeah, I found another one.
Oh,
You found the what?
I have now found 2 PDF files on Left Political TikTok.
mhm.
Oh wow.
Identified. Like,
Oh my
absolutely confirmed. No way in hell it's not them.
Wow.
And this one? His stupid ass got caught because he got caught for other crimes and made a phone call from jail, which we all know is fucking recorded,
Right.
to the girl who was underage, and tried to tell her that she could fix it by telling them that she got him drunk to incite in a relationship, which would have made
Wow.
her the criminal had she told them that.
Right. Of course. Perjury. Hello.
Right? Look at Riot's face.
I know. I'm like, I know what this motherfucker was trying to do, trying to get away with that shit.
Mm-hmm. That's gross.
No, you should have heard
Yes.
this dude earlier. Exquisite. So, guys, I don't know in the chat if y'all heard. I don't know if Chiefs was here when he heard. Yeah, Chiefs was here. Chiefs was like, "What the hell did I just get come into?" And
Was it about necrophilia?
yes, Chiefs. I know
Yes,
I'm
I was
late. I've been
good.
having some bad nights, my friend. This dude was trying to come up here, Exquisite, y'all, in the chat, and he was trying to talk to me about abortions, right?
Mm-hmm.
My house. Oh, righteous. That's me every day, all day, mamas. I will lock myself in the room because I don't want to see my house because it's not clean to my liking. You know what I mean? So, like, my kids are like, "Oh, mom's coming out. You better get that shit clean." I'm like, I don't want to even go to the restroom because I'm gonna be pissed. So I feel you,
Oh
righteous.
man.
That OCD shit is not a joke. But for real, Tammy, you feel me, right, sister? She knows too. Like, you just can't do it yourself. So you're like, really? But this dude was talking about abortions, okay? And he was like, I don't know why he even brought this up. He's like, I don't know why. I know why. He was cornered. He just didn't know what else to say. So he was like, so is it okay to grape a fetus? And I said,
What?
yes. And I was like,
Oh.
rape a fetus? I said, first of all, that's disgusting. Okay, necrophiliac. I told him. He goes, oh, so you're calling me that? So then a fetus is a baby. And I was like, how would you, first of all, grape the fetus? It's like, well, if they have an abortion, I go, do you even know how abortions You know what
Yeah.
abortions are? Like first of all, it's tissue. He was so cornered to the point where he said, "Well, what if I grape the tissue?" What?
Got me.
The fuck?
Yes. And
Yeah.
then he was like, or okay, oh, but that's okay. I said, what? Bro, you're not making sense. And then he was like, okay, so what if they took the baby out, C-section would, and I was like, are you talking about a stillborn? Like you'd want to grape a stillborn? Is that what you're whack ass fuck? I had to drop his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Tammy, girl. Tammy, I can't listen. My son, girl, please. But no, it
Yeah,
was a
Louis,
really
he
weird
did.
conversation. Tammy, my son. Okay, so my son moved in. Okay, him and my daughter, my 28-year-old. I have a 28-year-old, and my son's 23. So my daughter and him are roommates, and I was like, good luck, because I know how my son is, right? He just doesn't clean up after himself. He leaves his clothes in the restroom. And my 28-year-old
God.
is a mini me, okay? She's like, what the hell is this? She's like, clean up after. I hear her all the time now. She calls me all the time. She's like, Mom, your son. And I go, oh, now he's my son. He's not your brother. He's not your brother right now. He's my son.
What do you do?
I can't. She goes, I can't take it anymore. And I said, what, baby? She's like, he leaves his shit everywhere. She's like, his dirty clothes, Mom. I go in the restroom floor. She goes, yes. And I have a hamper there. I have a freaking hamper. And why? And I go, then she goes, and she's like, and then the kitchen, I cleaned the kitchen. And he goes and makes something to eat. He doesn't throw the wrappers away. Like, throw the wrappers away. And then he doesn't take the trash out. And I was like, oh, you sound like me, baby.
Uh-huh.
I was like, bye. You can deal with that shit. I'm good. Because my 20-year-old, like, she'll be 21 in October, but she's like changing and she's realizing like, hold on, this looks dirty. And I'm like, mm-hmm. It sure do, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Floorboards are important. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you see what I'm talking about, right, girl? So because one day I saw her sweeping. I said, what made you just sweep? She goes, it just really looked dirty. And I said, oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. Yay, right? My 12-year-old, she's the clean, very clean. Okay, and she's like, Mom, she goes, I'm cleaning the walls. And I said, oh, yay. Oh, yay. She's like, yep. She's like, I can't take it anymore. I don't like the way they look. I was like, oh, baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. You is my baby. Girl, she likes her room clean. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting her a vanity set when I get paid next month so she can have her little vanity set and all that.
Cute.
And my 28-year-old goes, oh, wow. He gets a vanity set, but I got completely ignored. And I said, oh, here we go. She goes, I just knew that she was going to get more than we did. I said, oh, stop it. She got this crippled, disabled parents.
Yes.
I said,
That is while we were young and spry.
exactly. We would do a
That's
lot.
hilarious.
It was funny. And I said, damn if you do and damn if you don't. For real, Tammy, girl. So my son's like, Dad, you never did the things that you did with the girls. Like, you never took me to the park like that. And he was like, y'all be bitching about everything. He's like, then your sisters are like, oh, you didn't do that with us, like the way you do with your son. And he's like, what the? He's like, I mean, I
Oh
never
my
can
goodness.
win with these kids. Girl, but the little one, she's like, what are y'all talking about? Mom and dad have always been cool to me. That's
See,
because
this is why.
she got to calm us, okay? Because we were our 30s when we had her.
Right. Yeah.
See, this is why I love my life as an auntie. I got to listen to my niece torment my brother.
Wait, exquisite. That's what my 20-year-old says. Because I'm not having kids. She says she's not gonna have children,
Yeah.
right? Um, I know, Tammy. We miss you too. We were just talking about you the other day. Or actually, girl, Jay got the exhausted version. I know, Tammy. I know. So did Juliet. She got the exhausted versions. We're just like, yes, baby. She's like, I don't think I have. She goes, I don't think I've ever gotten spanked by. She goes, I know I never got spanked by dad, but I know you popped me in the mouth a couple of times. I said, use a lie. She goes, no, you did. I said, no, you are lying. And she goes, you did I like that. And I said, like how? I go, I probably just did this to you. I said, and then my daughters go, girl, shut your ass up. You didn't get no popped in the mouth. We got popped in the mouth.
Oh
I
my
said,
goodness.
sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I love y'all. He was too tired. No, for real, girl.
That's
I was too
funny.
tired by then. Yes, I mean, it's crazy because we got to experience being parents of two children by the age of 19. So we're teenage parents, and then we had two children in our 20s, and then we had one in our 30s, and it's a whole different experience. But
Yeah.
it's funny you say that because that's what my 20-year-old says. She goes, I'm good with my niece and nephew. She's like, and my baby sister. She was like, I don't want any freaking kids. And I said, but I think you're fertile myrtle, mamas. She's like, I don't care, mom. I go, just one. She's like, no, mom. I said, please, just one. I want a one mini you. And she's like, mom, no, it's not gonna happen. And I like to fuck with her too, because I'm like, so baby, just let me know when we are gonna start house hunting together. And she goes, what? I said, when we're gonna start house hunting together. And she goes,
Yeah.
house hunting together for what? I said, so I can move in with you and stuff. I won't be a problem. You can put me in the backyard, get me a little shed, convert it into an apartment. I'll be good. And she goes, and what about dad? And I said, what about dad? He's real quiet. You can't even hear him now. And she's like, your mom, you're not living with me. It's like, there y'all. I keep telling her,
Well,
got
Ginger,
Ginger.
I wouldn't trade growing up in the 80s and 90s for nothing. I wouldn't want to raise children in this era. Fuck that.
Girl,
You
it's a whole.
know, one year,
And you guys
you know,
got the chancla. I got the leather belt and the wooden spoon. So
you
Oh,
know,
spoon.
you know, one year on my
my dad got the switch.
one year on my mother's birthday, I managed to convince her that she was actually a year older than she really was.
Stop, exquisite. Wait, my kids did the same thing, but then I asked them, how's that gentle parenting working for you? No, for real, Tabby. Our kids are
I
so lucky they weren't raised in the time 80s and 90s because we were raised with no straight up. Listen, my older kids, they got the chancla, the boomerang. My husband's good at it. Like he would get it and be like, he would do this thing.
send it flying and it's like 10 feet away and comes back.
Girl, that shit turned the corner. One time my son thought he was gonna run away. He was running. He was running out of the room, and my husband wanted this. He went, "Wow!" And that shit curved, and all I heard was, "Ah!" It hit him right in the face. I swear, if my son was here right now, he would be like, "That's a true story." He's like, he goes, "That hurt, Dad." He's like, "Well, don't be fucking with me."
Oh no, my last whooping, I remember it like it was yesterday, and it was many, many years ago. I mouthed off to my dad, and he took his belt off, and I ran, and he ran after me. And
So-
he finally caught when he finally caught me. He put his knee in my back, and let the screaming commence because the belt was on my ass.
So this isn't a kid story, but you'll laugh at this one. So hubby and I were talking one day, and I forget what started it, but at one point he told me, he said, "You're right 95% of the time. I really ought to listen to you more often." To which I looked at him straight faced and said, "Well, then stop sticking your foot in your damn mouth."
No, for real. Girl, my husband says the same thing. y'all remember, I don't know if y'all remember, Becca, you remember the live when I got the phone call? Okay, so I told my husband, don't go. And he's like, I know, right? I like, hey, I know. Everybody's like, you on late. I am on late, y'all.
Late, very late for you. So
And
it's
Oh,
after 11.
thank you, SJ. It is. I took my medicine though, y'all, so I can, go to nights. I'm
oh,
sorry.
actually, I just remembered how that started. So we were talking about something, and I had reiterated something to him that he had said before.
Yeah.
And what started it was because he looked at me and he said, "Your memory's like a tape recorder. It very often gets me into trouble."
Ah. That's what it. My husband told me that he always tells me, he goes, I should have listened to your mom. So he does my daughter, and she goes, Dad, you always say you should have listened to mom, but you never do. And he goes, shut up,
Right.
little girl. And she goes, she's like, because I told him, don't go. I feel something. I don't feel something. I feel like something's wrong. Thank you, SJ, for the daily harmony and the riot, Mike, my friend. I was like, don't go, babe, because I feel something off, right? Oh no, he went, and I was like, he's taking a long time. I was live, and I get a freaking phone call. He's like, because I told him that tire's bad. I have this feeling, just don't go. No, he didn't listen to me. That shit popped on him. He was stuck. Thank God it was right here down the street. And he's like, I'm at the Methodist hospital in the parking lot. I said, are you serious? And then Papa goes, don't kick his ass, right? He's probably kicking his own ass. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
yes, like chaos, the pinche tires, girl. I'm tired of having tire issues. I swear I'm cursed with tire, and I'm tires, car, vehicles. And I'm cursed with AC issues in the house.
Well,
Oh, he's telling Falcor. Falcor's doing too much. Come here, Falky. Come here, puppies. Come here,
You know,
doggies.
one of the other reasons too why I kept turning my husband down when I first met him,
Uh-huh.
because he was driving a $90,000 sports car, and I figured he was a spoiled, rotten, rich kid, so I wanted nothing to do with him.
I get that.
It wasn't
Oh,
until I
wow.
found out that he was just lucky with getting cars, but not necessarily with keeping them, and he
Oh,
made less money than I did sitting on my ass, that all of a sudden I went, brakes! Because here's the thing, I'm a big gearhead.
Yeah.
And I've dated guys that said that they were into cars, but then bitched that I spent too much time on my car, and I told them to use it as an excuse and get up underneath there with me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So the fact that this one was very much into cars was a very big interest for me.
Right.
Because mind you, I used to help run one of Southern California's biggest car clubs, and he was the founder of another car club.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
y'all into cars,
He and
huh?
one of his buddies founded another car club.
That's cool. I had a friend I met in high school. Well, he was my friend, high school friend. I'll never forget his name's Casey. It was Casey, and he was like, he would give me rides. He had a system. He was part of a car club and stuff, and he would go to the, what are they called? Was it the car?
Car show?
Car show. There you go. Thank you. And he had a nice system. He just knew how to do it where it wouldn't rattle. It was real nice. And he was my friend, and he was this real tall white boy. And he told me, he said, he goes, I'll give you a ride. He goes, I'll give you a ride if for the rest of the school year. I'll give you a ride home. And I was like, uh-huh. He goes, if you hook me up with a date with your cousin. I said, and I was thinking in my head, my cousin's not gonna go for this because this is not her type. I already know, right? Because my cousin's 3 months older than me too. And I was like, she ain't gonna go for this shit. I was like, and how am I? It wasn't the ride. I was worried about. It was the decline. I was gonna have to give him. And she was like, "Oh hell no, bitch!" And I was like, "Please, I will just go one time." I go, "Bitch," I go, "I don't want to walk home." I go, "Come on," and she was like, "Hell no." She goes, "Hell to the no."
Jeez.
Just go to the movies. Just to the movies. Just the movies. And I begged her like for weeks, y'all. Okay, because he was like, "What has your cousin said?" Well, she hasn't told me nothing. I was all embarrassed. I don't want to tell him. So she went out on a date with him, and she came back and she was like smiling. And I said, "Why are you smiling?" She was like, "He was really nice, you know." I was like, "Girl, get out of here, right?" She's like, "No, I really liked him." And I go, "You're lying." She goes, "No, I'm serious." I was like, and they ended up like dating and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, shit. Now I got to write every school year. But
Yeah, the way
my cousin's too much. Like she's just too. She's a loudmouth and just. But he ended up breaking it off with her. I don't blame him. And I told him, I warned him. I was like, I'm telling you, you're not gonna be happy with her. I promise you. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. So, but he ended up breaking up with her, and he was into cars, and he started getting into motorcycles. One day, my mom, I remember it was 2001. My mom was like, "Mom, Mija," she was like, "Hey, your friend, that guy, the one that had the truck." She goes, "Your cousin's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend." I said, "Casey." She goes, "Yeah." She was like, "What is his last name?" I said, "Golden." And she said, "Yeah, he died." And I said, "What?" She said,
damn,
"Yeah, he's in the obituary." And I was like, "Oh, he died in a really bad motorcycle accident."
Oh my gosh.
that
Wow.
sucks.
I know. And my
Yeah.
cousin, she was still in love with him like for a long time, and she was so bad. But
Damn.
yeah, I was like, oh, he was such a sweetheart. And I'm
Mhm.
sorry, I just want, so I didn't mean to go there, guys. I didn't mean to be like a Debbie Downer,
No worries.
but I was
No
just thinking
worries.
about it because he had a really nice truck, and he taught me. He was like, okay, so if you don't want like your trunk to rattle, you have a system. He's like, you tuck in towels on the edge of the trunk, like where it closes. Like you tuck in like little hand towels in there. And I know
Mhm.
that Juju, and he goes like, and that keeps it from rattling. He goes, and also your license, yeah, the plate, like make sure the plate is put some sticky on it so that it's not just loose and it's really stuck on your car. He goes, because
Mhm.
that will keep from the rattling. And I took his advice because I got a system, of course,
Mhm.
years later, and that shit worked. I did. My
No
system was
good.
nice.
See,
The
hubby's.
car that I have now, I've actually had that since 2019, and it's got less than
Jello,
90,000 miles on it, and is she runs great.
fucking Jello.
She's paid off too. I got the title on her. The car that I had before her was similar. It was actually the same car, except it was a 2017, and that was the one I think I told you I got rear-ended by somebody going over 100 miles an hour in.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that one got totaled, so I had to get a different car. And so when I went to turn the rental in, I stayed. It was at an Enterprise, and they had cars on the lot for sale, and they were trying to keep my payments down for me, So they kept putting me in little four-door sedans, and all I could
Oh
hear
hell.
was my attorney. All I could hear was my attorney's words to me: "If you had been in a lesser vehicle, you would not be here right now."
Damn.
Because when I went to the body shop to pick up my stuff from inside my car, because I got hauled off in an ambulance from that wreck. And
Oh no.
when I went to get my stuff from my car, the guy drove me up in one of those little buggy things. And we get to my car, and he looks at the car, and he looks at me, and he goes, "You were in that?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "How are you standing right now?" I said, "I don't know. The universe had me that day, because I don't know. It was bad. It was so bad, and they totaled it and everything. But I love my car now. I got a 2018 Nissan Rogue, and I
Fucking
love him.
chaos. I can't with my
Right.
chaos. Yes, hon.
To to give you an idea what I mean about why I thought he was a spoiled, rotten rich kid. Do you know what an Acura NSX is?
A what?
Acura NSX.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he had when I met him.
Oh.
Yeah. And mind you, the motherfucker is 45 and has had over 20 cars.
Uh-uh.
Yep.
Damn,
We
he must have
currently
some
have
luck.
we currently have 4, 2 economy and 2 sports cars.
Uh-uh.
Yep.
get it, y'all. That's
So
what
my daily driver is kind of sporty too. 2020 Kia Forte GT manual, 6-speed. It's rare because it's manual. I get looks all the time around it. We've had multiple dealerships sending us mail trying to buy that car for years.
and they can fuck off. Oh, I'm sorry.
Even my sports car is well sought after. It's the same year, make, and model of the first import to ever win on Pinks.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so I have a Hyundai I have a Hyundai Veracruz and I have a Hyundai Santa Fe. The Veracruz has a what is it? Moonlight, what is it? What is it called? You know what I'm talking
Moonroof.
about. Moonroof. There you go. And then the Hyundai Santa Fe that I have, the other one, it's a sunroof, but it's the whole ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
the whole goes all the way back. And my daughter
Yeah, I
gets
heard you like the PCs.
they love it. They're like, I love it, especially when it's raining. They're like, Mom, open it, open it,
Mm-hmm.
open it, open it. Yeah, the moonroof like chaos. They love it. They're like, open it, let me see. Oh my god, they love it. My granddaughter, open it, grandma, open it.
My sports car
Mm-hmm.
has a removable roof called a Targa top. So like a little more than half the roof just completely comes off and stores in the trunk.
That's freaking cool, man. I would love that. I always wanted a Lexus. I actually named my oldest daughter middle name Alexis, like a Lexus, Alexus. So I wanted a Lexus so bad. Planes, what my move planes? Is that what it's called?
You know that the frame for the Lexus is the same as the Nissan, I want to say Camry.
The
It's
Camry,
the
yeah.
exact same frame.
I
They just
noticed
put
that.
the Lexus emblem on it and they charge more for it. But they are the exact same car.
Girl, you know what, like chaos? I freaking feel you. Let me scroll up some. She said scroll up some. Let me scroll here. It is different. You're asking for account numbers.
There was some girl in here saying that if she could pay the Stephanie Halpert. I muted her for the live. So
By the way,
but she-
Riot, I just sent you that proof on the other a-hole. So you can read the article and whatnot for yourself.
Yes, I will. Quantum physics. Improvement of the reality exists. Oh, yeah. You know what? For real? I'm not surprised. I'm into that shit, okay? I'm really into that, like chaos. And you know, some of the shit that I've been through. Okay. Wait, who would pain down my spine?
that was for my car wreck.
Oh, your car. Okay.
I literally sat frozen with my hands on the wheel, pain resonating down my neck and spine. So that's why I left that the scene in an ambulance. Because they, of course, when the EMTs asked me if I was in any pain, I was like, my neck, I can't move my neck. And you got Brahim up here.
Is this Brahim?
And yep. He probably followed me in here. Although I have him blocked, so I don't know. Anyway,
what's the deal with that one?
He's from Syria, and like one of the other political lives that I'm on all the time, they let him get up in the big box and people donate gifts to him.
Oh.
And he uses it to buy food and water and stuff, medications for his family.
Gotcha.
But then I found out, yes, they exposed him. Yes, like chaos.
Not this other group. Not this other group.
They need to expose him because I was letting him up here, and then yes, girl, they told me, they were like, okay, so they had opened up a PayPal account for him, and apparently supposedly his brother stole all the money, or I don't know, his brother or something like that stole all the money, and that was all his money for his family and all that. But long story short, they found out that he's bullshitting. So
Well, they let him up every day, and he got hit like 15,000 coins today, or gifts today. Yeah, because he had his little brother and sister on there with him, and so of course people's hearts were melting, and
yep,
yeah,
he does that. He does that. That's why.
that's the first time I've ever seen that with him on that live. It's usually just him. So that
Yep.
was the first time. I was surprised when you brought him up. I'm like, wait a minute, she and I've talked about this dude.
Yeah, because I was like, is this Brahim? Is this the same guy? And when you said that, I was like, yep, it is. Bye. Bye, bro.
Hmm.
No, I'm not doing that
Yeah,
because
because he hit me up privately in instant messaging and made me really uncomfortable because asking me directly for help. And so I blocked him. And then the next time he saw me in that live, he was calling me out. Why am I being mean to him? And why won't I talk to him and all this stuff? And so I requested up, and I'm very well loved in that particular live.
right.
And so I came up and I said, I just need to address something that's going on right now with Brahim. I said, he's putting stuff down in the chat about me, asking why I'm being so mean to him and why did I block him? I said, here's why I blocked him. He messaged me privately in my DMs asking for money. And it made me very uncomfortable because I don't know him the way you guys know him.
Yep.
And they were like, Brahim, that's not okay. You can't do that, blah, 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 blah. But they still platform him. So whenever they got him up there, I just don't put any gifts
Yep.
towards his collection.
Hell to the no, to the no.
Yep, and they seem to trust him. They always say we vetted him. We've been having him up for a year now, and blah blah blah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people think that he's real deal Holyfield until and yeah, he's not, guys. I'm just letting y'all know right now. And like, well, I didn't know this in the beginning. This was I'm gonna say about 4 years ago. I would go live and I would listen to some jams. It would just be chill live, And there was this one person that would constantly come up, and she was talking to me about how she has a child and she needed money and this and that.
Mhm.
And I don't know something because usually I if I have it, I will send people money if I have it and they really need help. I will. Um,
Mhm.
but there's something in my heart told me something. I don't know, something was off. And then I
Mhm.
later found out she is a he,
Oh, okay.
and a he did not have no child. He was lying. So
Wow.
I was like,
Damn.
yes, girl. I'm like, block drop, bitch. I was like, I can't stand these mother flippers.
Did you ever go look at those videos, the clips that I took from the whole Franklin
I
situation?
sure did. And he
Okay.
can go I've chunked deuces to that. Bye, bro. Not to
Mhm.
mention there's that other person in there. I guess that's one of the places that he's welcome in. But it's just I don't like to talk about people, especially on lives. But um, I just
Well,
don't
the next day he was going after the women that run that live and like
Mhm.
threatening to unalive them and all kinds of stuff. So yeah. So they reported him to TikTok. I don't know what happened, but
He was always. I had a really weird vibe from him. Like I always did. Like I don't know. I just had this weird vibe about him because he says that he's no longer a Trump supporter, yada, blah, 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 blah,
right.
and he's a regretter and all this shit. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, and then he disappears for a while. Then he comes back and says, "I'm not doing political live anymore. I'm
Yes.
doing my cookie. I'm doing my cookie thing." And then all I see him in is political lives.
Yeah.
And he was in a political life when someone was calling another person out over some really bad behavior. And notice I'm not naming any names
Yeah.
on purpose, but they were calling this person out, and then a huge explosion happened, and the live got shut down. So Franklin went and opened up his own live and pulled the person who was being called out in, along with a bunch of other people. And I just quietly followed to see what was going to be said.
Right.
And I was just sitting down in the comments, and I had enough at some point because I knew what had happened. I had already been spoken to on the side in Discord and shown everything. Like, here's our proof kind of situation. And so it wasn't a he said, she said. It's here's the proof, right? So
Yeah.
I just said, all I said in the chat was, it's not right to be talking about people when they're not here to defend themselves.
It's true.
That's all I said. And he went off on me, and he cussed me. Told me his mod muted me first of all. Then they kept talking shit to me, and the person who had been getting called out says Rebecca says she's a friendly, but I don't believe it. I don't think she's a friendly at all. And then Franklin said, Rebecca, you need to shut the F up or get the F off my live. And so I went to the person who was being called out, and I sent him a message saying, I cannot believe that you just said what you said. You know that none of what you just said about me is true. And I blocked his ass. And then I went back to Franklin's page and I blocked his ass too. I was like, I'm not being a part of all that drama.
No, for real. Like
Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth.
I'm coming, Papa. Yes, Chaos. Wait till I tell you some other shit too. I'll let y'all know because I know people have questions and stuff. But listen, I'm always.
Oh, there goes my girl Ashley's live. I just got a notification. La Juju, I gotta send you my girl.
There you go,
my overnighter. I just got a notification. She sent me her live. I'm like, oh, Ashley's on. I told you between 8 and 10, and it's 9:34.
Yep, she's doing it. Yeah, because I don't like to talk about people on lives, and like you said, Becca, if they're not there to defend themselves, like hush your mouth and wait. And if you're that much of a badass, then wait till you can talk to them and tell them, in front of their face, or not in front of their face, but like adults. I mean, that's how I see it. But when you, I don't know. Sometimes people mistake my kindness for weakness, and then when I do, get upset.
That's why I come up sometimes. That's why I come up sometimes, and I be the mean person. Because you are nice. You are nice. I've only seen you get mad the one time, and these people will be trampling all over you, talking, and I'm like, let me up.
She's like, let me up right now, these motherfuckers.
Yes.
I know.
They don't like when I get stern because it doesn't happen often, but when I get stern, you've heard me. I've done
Rebecca, were you in here when she had that one that was up here that was trolling? He was talking about abortion and whatnot, and I was down there in the chat going crazy, like, you're tormenting me with this one, woman.
I was listening, but I was working, so I wasn't modding or anything. I probably would have kicked his ass before. Yeah.
The exquisite, is that the one?
No, he was talking about abortions and some other shit.
Person, La Juju, absolutely.
Yes, it was weird. That was the one.
Look, Chaos missed the story. She must not have been in here when you told the story. The guy did a necrophilia. Oh, it was so gross.
He was weird. I said, how? He was talking about, would it be okay if I grape a fetus? And I said, what?
Yes.
He's like, what? I was like, oh, okay, you're a necrophiliac. He goes, oh, so you admit it's a human. I'm like, no, I'm just saying, I'm just saying necrophilia because that's nasty. I was like, but how would you grape a fetus? First of all, that's sick. Okay. Two, do you know what they do with abortions? Like, are you okay? It's tissue. And
yes.
And he said, he goes, well, what would you do if he goes, well, what if I wanted to grape the tissue? I said, what? I was like, oh my God, you're freaking weird. Yes,
right?
SJ. And then he said, or what if when they take the fetus out, C-section? I said, are you talking about a stillborn? You'd want to grape a stillborn? I go, that's definitely necrophilia. I said, one, that's illegal. Two, I don't think the parents would appreciate that because I'm sure they'd want to bury their baby. Are you okay?
Just gross.
Yes.
That's some sick shit.
Necromancy. Did you know that? Are you familiar with Tizzy EMT?
Tizzy EMT.
TIZZY He's an older white guy that he calls people out. Yeah. Okay, yeah. TikTok banned him again. Yeah.
Why?
I started following him on the Book of Faces because they don't like him calling people out and telling the truth. I guess I don't know.
And he got certified. He's certified.
I know.
Wow.
So I keep getting these notifications. I finally looked up and it was Facebook notification to the ENT because I followed him on there when I saw his video about getting, or actually somebody else made a video and said they got another one, and it had a screenshot of his profile showing that it was banned. So
Wow. And I like to see his shit because he
I do
does put
too.
people on blast, and I'm like, that's
Oh
what
yeah, for sure.
I'm like, yeah. Put that. He put that one girl. Do y'all remember the with the little boy that he called the little boy the N with the hard R?
Yeah.
And that bitch, they fucking they gave her
A
like
ginormous GoFundMe. Yeah.
yes, it's not a GoFundMe. It's a like some kind of Christian like fund me. This bitch
Something.
she
Yeah.
got $1 million, y'all.
Did it reach $1
Damn.
million?
Yes.
Yeah, that just shows you how much MAGA will support someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Support their own.
Sick.
The
Yes,
hatred is
chaos.
real,
I'll
and it
share it
goes
with you on
deep.
Discord. Yes. And then when they made a GoFundMe for the little boy and the mom, and oh my god, I barely got anything.
I didn't even know it existed. That's sad.
It's sad. I'm just like, that's why I'm
Mhm.
saying that these people, like, they are freaking disgusting. And that's why I say I only think the orange turd for one thing and one thing only is to allow us to to show your true dark colors, because that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I gotta go ahead and I'm gonna end the live.
All right.
Yeah, it's already like almost midnight by you.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. Wait.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give myself another 30 minutes. Hopefully this kick in so I can go. Yes, the one at the
Mhm.
playground, like chaos.
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna go
will, like
switch over
chaos.
to
I
my
love
my
you.
nighttime fall asleep live. I
Yes.
don't. It's not because her content is boring. It's just it goes overnight, and I
Yeah,
eventually fall asleep.
of course,
So.
absolutely. Yes, SJ, it's a real story. Listen, SJ, if you want to if you want to join my Discord, my link is in the bio. And I wasn't even watching the tube. Um, but I do put it in the tube
Tube of you.
description. Yeah, but if you wanna join, by all means, feel free to join SJ, and I can go ahead and share a lot more stuff with y'all on there because you know how TT is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
TT be acting.
All right, I'm going.
Alright, guys.
I'll forward you
I love
the live.
you.
You can at least save it for later if you don't want to
Good
watch
night.
tonight.
Yes, please do. Good night, Riot Familia. I love
Good
y'all.
night.
Y'all have a
Love you
good
too.
night. Many
Bye.
blessings. Después nos vemos. Bye.